image and those gloves, but it's gonna be different. I'm known for my power, so and it's a real thing. I have real power. Power don't never fade. You could be 100 years old and still have that power. So it's gonna be a real exciting fight, and I'm looking forward to coming to the Barclays Center with some of my most electrifying fights, my most memorable and fights, and so. Great place, great fighter, great fight, and I can't ask for nothing else. Fox pay-per-view, it's gonna be great.
Gotta ask you, man. After the fight, there was this last Luis Ortiz fight. There was a video on the site that did like 1 million views. It went viral. It was you coming up to Ortiz after the fight, and you picked him up. You picked him and his children and his family up. Is that stuff really important to you, to Deontay?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, D.
There you go. You had cut out a little bit.
So after the Ortiz fight, there was this video that went viral. You comforted him and you picked his children up.
Yeah.
Is that kind of stuff important to you with your opponent and Ortiz and all that?
I mean, man, Ortiz, we just built a bond. Like I love. Man, my heart is just, man. I love being able to put another fighter in position, to win, to support their family. With Ortiz, it was a special situation for me with him because I looked at another man that was from another country than I, but just wanted to provide for his family, specifically for his daughter that was, born with a disorder, which I can relate because my daughter was born with spina bifida. So, and that's solely the reason I got into boxing, to make a better life for her and to provide for her. I told her that I would be a champion when she was 2 years old. I looked in her eyes as comforting her. And I said that would be a world champion. I'll be able to support you beyond your belief. And boy, did I do that, and I see another man, a great fighter, a unique fighter, a dangerous fighter, and just want to support. He defected from his country, then traveled the wide ocean, so many dangerous things that could have gotten him, just for his family, for his daughter, and he got here. And now he's just trying to make a life for his family, the best way that he knows how. And nobody wants to give him the opportunity. Nobody wants to give him the chance because of how dangerous he is. He had an opportunity to fight for a title, a mandatory position, but they dismissed him by promising him this and that, and then when they come around, they didn't fulfill their promise. All this, and to the point where I had to take up on someone else mandatory because I saw this man and people kept dodging him, talking about his age and how, he's too old, this and that. But this is the business of boxing. This is the hurt business. The saying is, if he old, then whip his old ass. Get him out of there. In no business, I never known that it has an age limit to business. You understand me? Age limit. I know, I know a 2-year-old that got a business mindset that you already know what their career gonna look like. 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5 years old, Yeah. So business is business, and in this business that we're in, the hurt business, there's no such thing as age. Because he wouldn't be in it if he can go whoop his ass and get him on out of there then. Have him go have a seat. But we in it to feed our families. Because we all know that this is not a business the way you get somebody coming in this business with a silver spoon. They doing exhibitions. Most time people get in this business from rural areas, places where they, coming out the slum, we need it. That's why a lot of these fighters get taken advantage of, because these people think they don't know nothing. And they get taken advantage of all the time. That's why they sign them horrible deals with promoters and managers and stuff, and they robbing them. When we risk our lives. And then you have promoters say one promoter is giving too much money to other fighters. How can you put a price on a life when your ass sitting on the outside of the ring ain't touching, and tasting not one fucking punch, but you collecting all the money? but you feeding your family and your grandkids and stuff like that. Why this person have to suffer? And he probably ain't even got no medical insurance on them. And the little insurance that you get it just enough so it can fulfill your show. Man, let me stop. Because I'm a big advocate in this. And as fighters, man, we got to look out to each other. And it's so important. It's so important to look out at each other. And I'm all for that, man. I helped that man. I gave him his first $1 million. And on top of that, had another fight with him to support his family. And that right there, I'm forever like, oh, man, after that fight, we became like best of friends. Like, I love that guy, man. And I have no problem stating I love Ortiz. You know, and that's all genuine and real. Like, you know, it was a time where he needed it the most and I was there for him. And that's how it should be. As I look at fighters, we should be there for each other. Let's make this money together. Forget all these middlemen and all these people that trying to get rich out for us. We are the product. They can't say a shit without the product.
Those posters got fighters on, not the promoters.
Man.
Not the.
Come on, man.
It's the.
When we risking our lives, man, we getting hit in the head, which the head is not meant to be hit, and all then they barely want to pay the medical bills. Come on, bro. We got to wake up as fighters, man. But it's, you know, you got to want it. You got to educate yourself. You got to want it to have that knowledge. You know, because the only way you become wise if you apply knowledge, like, or you be considered an old fool. And I'm sure we all know many of them.
Unfortunately so. But no, you're right. But yeah, I gotta ask if do you ever think, like you had with Ortiz, you'll ever have a moment like that with Fury? You know, I know Ali and Frazier.
Nah.
Okay.
Never. Because I know the truth behind that. I don't condone and cheating and shit like that. I know that no matter what people say, it's just like people use, you know, analysts or whatever. If he did have something in the glove, or if he did something, why did you not go to the authorities? And I wish I was in front of them. I can grab their collar, and I would grab their collar and put them close to my face so we can be eye to eye, face to face, so much that my breath touched their face. And I would tell them, why the fuck would I go to the authorities when I have an opportunity to release my own energy and put my hands upon him and the possibility of trying to kill him and get paid millions of dollars doing it? Go to the authorities. Okay, go to the authorities. They lock them up. Then what's next? That's it. A good write-up. Okay, we proved our case. Nobody getting fed. What justice did that done? That don't make no sense. That sounds like somebody that's not non-confrontational, that don't supposed to be in no combat sports because their mindset ain't set on combat. It's set on being nice. So that whole theory don't even make sense to me. Like, why would we do that when we are in the hurt business? This is what we do. I can hurt you and get paid doing it. That sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Well, I saw him tweet something, post something that looks like Wilder is about to be the #1 heavyweight again at WBC. Does that mean you'd be down to fight a 4th time if it comes to it?
Most definitely. I mean, as long as whoever in the business, I've had interviews like this before, earlier, and you know, about fighting different people. And like I said, I'm back. I'm in the division. I'm in the business. And who's here? And they bring a hell of a fight. Let's do it. Like I never duck or dodge anyone. I'm the one that bless people with all the opportunities.
True.
You know, even when they're not my mandatory or not.
Yo, what is going on? It's your host. It's Rapstar Boxing, motherfucking knowledge in the building. Hey, listen, man, to all the new people coming into the channel, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, because what we do, we talk about boxing over here. But yo, everybody heard the interview. I'm sure all of you guys, my mates, my brethren, my people across the pond, everybody around the world, you heard the interview with Deontay Wilder. Now, let's give a big shout out to Fight Hype. Fight Hype just conducted that interview with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber, who defended his title multiple times, the WBC ex-world champion, was having a really good interview until he spoke about the Gypsy King. When he spoke about Tyson Fury, you could see Deontay Wilder's energy change. Deontay Wilder still believes. Yo, listen to this. Smash that fucking like button. The king. People's king. He's people's fucking king in America. This is the king of America for some of the people. The king is not acting like a king. Deontay Wilder still says that Tyson Fury had egg weight. Deontay Wilder said that Tyson Fury had egg weight. And he's never going to forgive Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder said he is never in his life ever going to forgive Tyson Fury until he dies. He's going to go with that to the grave. He said that Tyson Fury had egg weights. And this is just today. So what the fuck is going on with Deontay Wilder? Ladies and gentlemen, that Deontay Wilder that I knew, the Wilder which was a killer, the man who would never worry about stupid shit. I'm telling you now, you all need to pray for Deontay Wilder. The people in America, which are Deontay Wilder fanboys, the Deontay Wilder hardcore fans, the boxing fucking fans, you need to get your hands together and you need to pray for this man. Deontay Wilder has lost his mind. The man is not speaking any sense. And I understand that Deontay Wilder got beaten the fuck out of. Not just once, but beaten the fuck out of twice. And from that last knockout, something is wrong with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is not even acting the same bronze bomber that he was. Deontay Wilder's not even acting like the same bronze bomber that he was. Something he's lost in that fight with Tyson Fury. The man still believes he got cheated. The man is saying that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his fucking gloves. If Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves, he will break his fucking hand, Deontay, the bronze bomber Wilder. What the fuck is Wilder talking about? There is something wrong with Deontay Wilder, mate. And everybody needs to pray for that guy. I'm telling you. Wilder has issues. He still believes he got cheated. He's never going to forgive Tyson Fury. But let's keep it real. Deontay Wilder's talking about the second fight. What about the third fight? What about the fucking third fight when Tyson Fury came to America and it was a proper fair fight and everybody was on Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder in that third fight better than the second fight. I need people to pray for Deontay Wilder. If you love boxing, pray for Deontay Wilder. If you're a Wilder fan, pray for Deontay Wilder, ladies and gentlemen. The man's mindset is in another world. I'm really sorry to say this, but there's something wrong with Deontay Wilder, and he's fucked up right now. He needs help. And I don't think this Deontay Wilder is going to be good for boxing. Yeah, he's exciting, but something's wrong with the man mentally now. He's holding a mental grudge on Tyson Fury and the cheating of egg weights and the spiked water from his trainer, Mark Breland. And he's blaming the referee for siding with Tyson Fury. And then he's fucking blaming the gangsters behind Tyson Fury who fiddled the fight. These are all the accusations that Deontay Wilder had. Deontay Wilder was blaming the costume. It was so heavy that he couldn't even walk. The man was blaming his costume. Now, if you blame your costume, is that Tyson Fury's fault? I'm really sorry, people, but I'm going to keep it real. Deontay Wilder is not back. Deontay Wilder might be back physically, but he's not back mentally. Deontay Wilder has issues. He knows that Tyson Fury came in that third fight and everything in the third fight was 100% more than fair and more than any time. Everybody's eyes were on Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury came to America, right, for the third fight and he beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder. He actually knocked Deontay Wilder the fuck out. And who remembers this? Who remembers when Deontay Wilder put a message out and said, look, respect to Fury, and he put some tweets out and he said, look, man, he's done with it. So who the fuck was putting those messages out for Deontay Wilder? And the Bronze Bomber is totally lost it in his brain. Tyson Fury has took something away from the ex-American king, champion of the world. I'm really sorry, people, but to the people across the pond, Tyson Fury has done Deontay Wilder for life. Tyson Fury has scarred Deontay Wilder for life. He has destroyed the American champion. And that's facts. Deontay Wilder is a shell of himself mentally. I'm very disappointed to hear what the man was saying today. It's a disappointment. Yo, smash that like button. The American ex-heavyweight champion of the world is fucking a screw loose. Tyson Fury has fucked this man up for life. I'm sorry, people, but I thought Deontay Wilder had overcome it. I thought Deontay Wilder had overcome his demons, but I'm going to keep it real. Mentally, Deontay Wilder's, he's making himself look like a prick. Deontay Wilder is scared of Tyson Fury, bro. Tyson Fury has scared Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. Tyson Fury has done something to Deontay Wilder, man. And I'm going to, Deontay Wilder said he wants the full fight. Deontay Wilder said he wants the full fight with Tyson Fury. And he said he doesn't want to go to the police. He'd rather try and, he said he wants to kill Tyson Fury with his hands. Yo, big shout out to the Real Boxing TV. Darth Vader in the motherfucking building, mate. Yes, Pat Greedy, what's happening, brethren? Tycho TV, what's happening, bruv? Yes, bruv. L Pinch Punch. Yes, some rando. Hawker Mustang, the real one. Yeah, man, Hawker Mustang, what's happening? Yo, the one and only. Punch Drunk Boxing. What's happening, bro? Man, it was a great interview until Deontay Wilder fucked it up. The heavyweight champion of the world is mentally scarred. He believes all the things that he told you. So, you know what? I got to keep it real with you. It's Deontay Wilder who's spinning the narratives. It's Deontay Wilder who makes people believe in these crazy, stupid shit. And the ex-American heavyweight champion of the world, he's fucked. Tyson Fury fucked him up. Your ex-heavyweight champion of the world is mentally fucking destroyed. Smash that fucking like button. Wilder got fucking slept. That's right. Yo, some rando says Wilder ain't never been in the same since the autopsy came out. The autopsy, you know. The autopsy, you know. Hey, look, man, I was a big fan of Deontay Wilder. I'm a big fan of Deontay Wilder. But, bro, hey, bro, what Deontay Wilder's talking about, man, I ain't with that shit. Deontay Wilder acting like a fucking idiot. Tyson Fury has fucked Deontay Wilder up. That's all I'm saying. Anthony Wall, what's happening, bro? Pat Greedy, Con. Yes, man. Rider with the Storm says Wilder is a delusional man who looks to blame others for shortcomings instead of accepting and learning. You know, Deontay Wilder still, after fucking 3 years, won't admit how good Tyson Fury is. This is what Deontay Wilder's problem is, bro. He needs to take accountability. The man is not taking accountability. He wants to lie to himself and say, nah, I never lost to Tyson Fury. I got cheated. The man's lying to himself, saying that I never lost to Tyson Fury. I got cheated. If Deontay Wilder believes the accusations that he still has put out there for Tyson Fury, then he acting like a bitch. Because Tyson Fury came in the third fight after all this bullshit and all these fake allegations with no proof. He made a fool out of himself. And Tyson Fury came to America in the third fight, and look what he did to him. And Deontay Wilder can't give Tyson Fury his props. There is something wrong with Deontay Wilder and his mind. Wilder needs help. So I'm going to take this time out, and I've done this live after watching the interview, and I want everybody to come and pray for Deontay Wilder so that Deontay Wilder can get back to reality. It's time, if you really like Deontay Wilder, you need to pray for the man. The man needs help. He needs to fix up and act like the ex-heavyweight champion of the world that he is. Because by him still saying that Tyson Fury cheated and he don't want to give Fury no props, then you know Wilder's capping. Wilder knows that he got beaten up by a better man. Wilder knows that he been beaten up brutally by a better boxer and a better superior man to him. Please, I say, pray for Deontay Wilder. Hey, big shout out to the gym, bro. One of those suction cups. Wilder needs a healthy dose of reality, says the Clubinator. Respect to the Clubinator. Con says it's the dent that Fury put on his head. That's responsible. He needs to try. He needs to fix a dent to forget about it. You're taking the piss. Punch. Pray for Monteo. What does he say? Pray for Manito. Wilder is down bad. And I think Wilder is very depressed. Wilder has mental issues. You can tell by the way that Wilder speaks. Wilder is a changed man. And Tyson Fury changed the man. And I'm going to say this right now. Deontay Wilder is not mentally the same. Deontay Wilder is not mentally the same. You have lost that bronze bomber. The bronze bomber, which was there before he fought Fury, he's gone. The bronze bomber, which was there before Tyson Fury came along, is gone. That bronze bomber is mentally scarred. And I feel sorry for Deontay Wilder, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm a big fan of Wilder. Deontay Wilder has brought a lot of excitement to my sport. I don't care if he's from the other side of the pond. But after watching what he's saying today, I need everybody to pray for the man. Pray for Deontay Wilder, man. I'm telling you. You got to pray for this man. This man needs help. Not physically, but mentally. Look, man, Deontay Wilder's done a lot for the sport. He's one of the most exciting fighters, you know what I'm saying? But I just think with that mindset and the way that his brain is and the way that he's talking, this man is depressed. You can tell Deontay Wilder's just faking it right now. Deep down inside, he's a depressed man. And he's a very sad man. Hey, big shout out to everyone. Smash that like button. But we know that Deontay Wilder, he got some issues right now. Tyson Fury fucked the man up. And we all know the truth that Deontay Wilder picked Tyson Fury for the easier fight in his brain before he was going to fight Anthony Joshua. And it all backfired on him. He's never gotten over this, and he never will. Deontay Wilder's one of these fighters who is so strong physically, yeah, but he ain't strong mentally. Deontay Wilder is mentally a broken man. I believe he's done enough nights crying in front of his wife. I can imagine Deontay Wilder's been bawling out, crying as a big man, crying. He's a hurt man. You get what I'm saying? Yo, give me 1 second, yeah? I'll be back. Just give me a second, guys. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'll be back. I'll be back. Give me a moment, guys. I'll be back. Yo, we back in the motherfucking hood. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Are we live? Can you guys hear me loud and clear before we keep it moving? Yo, can you guys hear me live? Can you hear me loud and clear? Somebody fucking answer to me then. All right. We good, right? We good. All right, man. No, look, Deontay Wilder, yeah? I think something's going on with him. And I think the people that really love Deontay Wilder, his fans, they know that last time round, Deontay Wilder came up with these big messages. And he was saying that he was over all this. So you know that those are his PR team. Those were people that were making him look good when he said that he's accepted all this and he's forgotten about it and he understands Fury's the better man. You know what I mean? When Deontay Wilder got beaten up by Fury again in his own backyard. Come on. You got to give Tyson Fury his credit, Deontay Wilder. You can't sit on an interview and say, nah, I will never give him the credit. I will take this to the grave. What kind of bullshit is that? You know what I mean? You're making yourself look like a weaker man, Deontay Wilder. You know that Tyson Fury came in the third fight and he beat the fuck out of you. Fair and square, he beat the fuck out of you again in the third fight. But Deontay Wilder wants to sound like a sore loser, bro. So yeah, something's wrong with Deontay Wilder. And that mindset Deontay Wilder ain't going nowhere. With that mindset, Deontay Wilder ain't going nowhere. And let me just say this. You guys can't blame those fake fanboy channels anymore. It's Deontay Wilder who's giving them the fucking content. You can't say, that's why you're going to get Kaka TV, Dante Boxing Nation, 87, 78, the fat fuck. You're going to get all these channels, they're going to cook because Deontay Wilder's the fucking content. It's Deontay Wilder who's spinning the narratives. It's not even the fucking channels. I've come to learn that Deontay Wilder is the one who gives them the delusional content. Don't forget this. Those are Deontay Wilder fanboy channels. Let's remember that. Some of those channels have built themselves over the Deontay Wilder narratives. So let's keep it real. Those Kaka TVs, those motherfuckers out there spinning the Deontay Wilder narratives for 3 fucking years about Tyson Fury had egg weights. There was spiked water. Mark Breland was in on it. The referee was in on it. And the fucking costume was so fucking heavy. Tyson Fury fractured Deontay Wilder's skull. All these stupid fucking allegations, bro. The most ridiculous fucking allegations I've ever heard in the history of the sport of boxing. And there's a man that I'm a fan of, right? In the sport of boxing, there's a man who represents our sport. And he's acting like this. How are we supposed to look up to him? Deontay Wilder needs fucking help. And you fans need to pray for the man. You get me? You need to pray for the man, bro. You get me? You guys need to start really realizing that Deontay Wilder has got some issues in his fucking brain. And I feel sorry for the man. I feel sorry for this man. But what do you guys think? You think that Deontay Wilder doesn't need help? Counseling. Don't you think he needs help by trying to get rid of the demons about Tyson Fury going forward in his boxing career? He's got all that shadow on the doubt on his head about Tyson Fury cheated. He still does not give Tyson Fury any credit for beating him. That's ridiculous, people. I'm sorry. The ex-American champion of the world, man, he needs to get his shit together. Because with that mindset, even Hellenius might beat him up. That's right. He's insane in the membrane. Now, you're right, bro. I'm back over here in the chat now. I'm back in the chat. Wilder has no class, says Hawker Mustang. Con says, it's a cycle of stupidity. Yep. I hear you. Smash that like button while we're reading the chat. Some rando says, yo, Hawker Mustang, I see your point. It's true. It's questionable with Robert. Punch, what you think? Wilder took the piss in that interview. He's regressing. He's insane in the fucking membrane. Hawker Mustang says the irony is of firing your trainer because he made you look like a quitter. Man, the worst thing is his trainer what saved his life. It's his trainer what fucking saved his life. So anybody who's going to blame his trainer, you need to come on this panel right now. Because if his trainer didn't throw in that towel, Deontay Wilder wouldn't have had the third fight. You fucking bimbos. Yeah, what's happening, bro? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, what up, Rap? How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
man. Speak a bit louder. I can't hear you, bro.
My fault. I'm a little bit under the weather, so my
Oh,
fault.
you're not well, yeah?
A little bit.
What's happening, my New York, bro? Yes, man.
Bro, man, first of all, shout out to you and all the UK people out there, London. Shout out.
Yeah, respect, bro.
But bro, I was in the chat, right? And you played that audio. Was that today? Or when was that?
That was a few hours ago. And respect to
Bro,
Fight Hype for
bro,
playing
listen
that.
to this. Shout out to Fight Hype.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
was
Fight
like,
Hype.
damn, this is what's up. Like he's showing love to Ortiz. I'm like, damn, I really respect that. You know, like him looking out for a dude that came from Cuba to feed his daughter and all that. So I'm like, that's what's up. And when you drop that part with when he started talking about Fury, I'm like, no, he didn't. Yo, and here's the crazy thing, right? Do you remember at the end of the third fight? Tyson Fury walks over to Wilder's corner, right, to embrace him. Right, they just fought 3 fights. The war's finally over. Now this time Wilder goes out on his shield. That's what Wilder said he always wanted, right, to go on his shield. So he goes over to the corner, and bro, he tells Tyson Fury, "Nah, I don't respect you." Bro, I felt like damn. I felt like I couldn't root for him at that point. You know, like I can't support that. Like at the end of the day, the reason we boxing fans love the sport of boxing is because we love the anticipation, right? The trash talk before the fight. But we love when the fighters go in, give it they all, and at the end of it, they shake hands as men. You know what I'm saying? And they leave it all in the ring. And I just couldn't respect that. And I don't respect that even after 3 fights, he's still saying that, man. That's wild.
Well, look, I'll come to the terms of this, right? There ain't
Yeah,
no trolling. We're not mocking Wilder here because I'm a fan of Wilder. Let's get this shit in boxing. I'm a big fan of Deontay Wilder.
yeah,
But now I question his character and his mindset. And I'm saying now that I really do believe that either Deontay Wilder's that stubborn and got that much of an ego issue that he can't accept the losses, right?
yeah,
Or he really has something wrong with him. Where
yeah.
he's been, let me just say this, my bro. And I'm talking to the chat as well. You know, and I know that Deontay Wilder's an emotional man behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Deontay Wilder fights with emotion.
Yep.
I believe Deontay Wilder is under some depression behind the scenes too. And I
Yeah,
believe the man has been crying a few times, many times, because he couldn't handle the loss. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Some people,
yeah,
they can't handle losing. And I believe Deontay Wilder in that third fight, he gave it his all, bro.
yeah.
Wilder gave everything.
Um,
He gets more respect for getting knocked out for trying his best than actually
absolutely.
winning.
Yep.
Deontay Wilder actually has a warrior spirit,
Yeah.
but the man's mind, Tyson Fury's took something away from the man's soul.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury has scarred this man. And there's something wrong with Deontay Wilder, not physically, mentally. What do you
Yeah.
think about that statement?
You know what? It kind of you mentioned something, right? That he can't take that win. He can't take that loss. Think about it like this, Rap. Like he was basically the highest earner at the PBC, right? Compared to everyone else making the most money. And he was on top of the world, right? The biggest attraction when it came to the heavyweight division here in the States, besides AJ overseas, right? So he's winning by knockout. I think he felt he like literally the term we use sometimes is like he drank the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like he was feeling himself to the max. You know what I mean? And he thought Fury was a cherry pick, and it was a cherry pick gone completely wrong. And when you have that type of ego, I mean, bro, like you think he probably thought he was Ali. but it goes to show you, man, how the ego can be so fragile. You know what? If we talk a little bit about your countrymen, Rap, and with AJ, I think AJ suffered a little bit of that too when he lost to Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? I think that that kind of hurt him too. Mentally, like his confidence and his ability. And I'm still rooting for AJ, but I kind of see that a little bit in AJ as well. He's never been the same since losing to Andy Ruiz.
No, I hear what you're saying, bro. I just feel like sorry for the man Deontay Wilder now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people had fun with it before, after the egg weights. Deontay Wilder even said that he will fight Tyson Fury the 4th time, and then he wants to try and kill him with his fist. What Deontay Wilder said, that the guy said to him on Fight Hype, he said to him, why didn't you take him to the authorities?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take him to jail, to prison, if you believe he cheated?
Yeah.
He said, nah, man, I didn't want to take him to prison. Deontay Wilder said, I don't want to take him to prison. Fuck that. I wanted to do something to him with my fist. I wanted to, like, he goes, I wanted to, you know what I mean? He wanted to do something to Tyson Fury. He didn't care about taking it to the law.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is what he said today. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what, man? Like, I'm gonna be honest, he might have gotten some brain damage from those hits, bro. Like, maybe he's not able to like fully process thought correctly, or that CTE is a real thing. Like, I think people don't realize that like a lot of the football players get it, but of course when boxers take that type of damage, also they can develop that too.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, can the chat hear me? There's something wrong with my audio, it's saying. Can the chat hear us?
Let's see.
Let's see if the chat can hear us. Can you hear us, yeah? Coco the Bulldog. Tyson Fury can't even... Coco the Bulldog. Tyson Fury can't even return to the States, I don't think. The LDBC need to do what's he say? An intervention on Wilder. EDP says, yeah, we can hear. At least somebody's telling us you can hear us. I wish Wilder passed in the ring. No, that's fucking bad news, man. This guy case studies is sick, bro. He wants... I don't want to... Come on, bro. You can't be talking like that on this shit.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
Deontay Wilder's one of the... You know what I mean? He's one of the man them in boxing, bro. Now, the man's suffering something mentally.
Yeah.
I'll just explain to you. This guy just explained to you about CTE. Ain't nobody in this fucking chat who would have been knocked out like Deontay Wilder would expect to be normal.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder never took a beating. He took a beating of a lifetime.
Yeah.
See, some people got to recognize this. Deontay Wilder might not have it in him anymore after that beating. Deontay Wilder's soul might be in Tyson Fury's hand. Tyson Fury has done something to Deontay Wilder. Yeah, Deontay Wilder's coming back. He's got most powerful punches in boxing. But mentally, Deontay Wilder's not the same.
Yeah.
He's just not the same, bro.
That's
I just
all
I'm saying.
Yeah, I can't believe.
But what do you think about Tyson Fury now? And Anthony Joshua has accepted the 60-40 deal.
I seen someone
with Tyson Fury.
Man, to be honest with you, I think Fury's gonna win that. No issues. What the Gypsy King is deadly, man. You heard me? Hello? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear me, because I think...
hey, I can hear you, bro. Keep cooking.
Oh, all right, Rap. There you go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I think Tyson's going to win that fight, no problem. I wish AJ wouldn't have took that fight, but you know what that shows? that shows courage and that shows a lot of gall. So I gotta respect it because he could have AJ could have been easily be like, let me go do a cherry pick, let me go do 2 tune-up fights and then get back on page. But bro, that's gonna be a tough fight for AJ, man. That's gonna be a tough fight. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I'm back now, man. You guys could be hearing me now.
Yeah, we hear you good.
Yeah, so look, man, at the end of the day, with that fight with Gypsy King and Joshua now, that fight looks like they might be putting that together. And if that fight comes to fruition, that's still a massive fight. That's a huge fight in boxing still right now.
They're gonna sell out. What's that place? What's that place in England?
Hey, look, can
Will
you just stay on the panel and cook? I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna come back into the stream.
I bet. So for the chat, let me ask y'all right now, just off of this right now, who do you have taking that fight? Tyson Fury or AJ? Let's see what you guys are thinking about that. Tyson Fury or AJ? Who you think is taking that dub for that fight? And also the other question I want to ask the chat: do you think AJ should change trainers again? Did we see adjustments with Robert Garcia? Do we think Robert Garcia is the right trainer for AJ? Let us know down below. And someone tell Mirage to get on here, but no David Benavidez talk. Someone said, depends on AJ's mental. For sure. Yep. I don't think AJ will take the fight. Supposedly, that's what Rap was saying, that he took it. That he's going to take that 60-40 split. King said AJ. And Case Study said Fury stops AJ in 8 rounds. Khan says AJ needs to change his mindset, not trainer. Oh, I like that. Respect. All right. Garcia's not the right style for Fury. Okay, Tip. All right. Are you back?
Yeah, mate, we're back. Hopefully we are.
Yep. Yeah, you sound perfect now.
Hopefully. Anyway, look, main thing is, right, I think AJ, he said, isn't that good. But, AJ just took one loss to this one guy recently. Now everybody's on AJ's ass. I think it's still a big fight for heavyweight division.
Yeah. What's that place in England? Is it in England? Wimbledon? What's it called?
What do you mean?
The stadium, or is it it's called, it starts with a W. Like, supposedly is a huge stadium in England called Wimbledon. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is that a clubinator? What's happening?
Yo, what's up, you guys? It's the Clubinator.
Yeah, what up?
What up, bro? What do you think about this Deontay Wilder's latest interview and him still believing that Tyson Fury had egg weights?
Yeah, for sure. I want to get my 2 cents on that interview. I don't have much time because I got to wake up early to go train. So let me
Speak
tell you
louder, bro.
what happened? You said what, Rap Star?
Can you speak a little louder?
Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's me, the Clubinator. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my 2 cents on this whole Wilder situation. I'll only be on for a bit just because I got to wake up and go train. I got to go catch some chickens in the backyard. But because I'm the Clubinator. But anyways, Wilder, the way he sounded in the interview was weird, man. The interviewer asked him a simple question. Look, Ali and Joy Frazier, they had a heated rivalry. They were even fighting like outside of the ring, and they eventually made up. So do you think that in the future with Fury, you'll have that same reconciliation? And this man Wilder, he gets angry. He starts saying, "Oh, that'll never happen, never." And then he starts saying, "Oh well, all these people saying that what was it that? Oh, why didn't I take him to jail? Why didn't I call the cops on him? Why didn't I put a like a case on him?" he was saying, I wish I could grab those people by the collar. I wish I could grab them by the collar and put them right 2 inches from my lips so that they could feel my breath on their face. I was like, this is not the language of somebody who's in the right headspace, right? He's
Yeah.
basically saying he wants to take another man and have the man's lips 1 inch away from his face so that the other man could feel the breath, feel his own breath
That's some
on.
gay shit. Carry
Yeah,
on.
exactly. It's some weird stuff that Wilder's saying. Like, it's like, why is he so descriptive about it? Like, he's he seems like he's living in a fairy tale, and it's not a healthy mind state. I think Rapstar is 100% right that he's not in a healthy mind state. I think he's maybe going through well, he definitely went through depression from the loss.
Oh
Um
yeah.
and he's having an existential crisis. He's having like a midlife crisis because, like you guys said, he was on top of the world and it all came down, baby. And I
Yep.
don't think it's going to go back up.
It's very hard to take the loss as well, though, isn't it? Clubinator. Look at how he got knocked out. You know, that was a very vicious beating. And I don't know if many fighters can come back from that. I don't know many fighters who can come back from that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, Deontay Wilder, like the other brother said from New York, he said he might have took, you know, he's got CTE probably. Maybe Deontay Wilder has some, you know, damage there. You know, the punches that he took from a
Yeah.
6'9" giant, not once, but in 2 fights. He
Yeah.
got demolished in 2 fights.
Yep.
You guys have to recognize that Deontay Wilder took a fucking beating of a lifetime. Not many people have been knocked out like Deontay Wilder like that, you know?
Yeah.
So Wilder could be having some serious issues, bro. But all I'm saying is I hope he's in good spirits because he got a fight coming up with his sparring partner anyway.
Bro, if he loses that, oh man, that's gonna be rough for him.
It's going to be real rough for him. I mean, he basically admitted in the interview that he wants Fury to die. Like that's wild. That's the extent of Wilder's
Yeah,
hatred.
let's touch on that. I want to speak to everyone in the chat. Deontay Wilder wants Tyson Fury really bad for him, and he wants him to die. But he don't want to take him to the fucking police. He ain't even got a case. He had fucking 20 accusations and not one proof. And the man came for the third fight in his own country after all that bullshit, and he beat the fuck out of him. Deontay Wilder wants Tyson Fury dead. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that, bro?
Nah, that's a little wild. I remember him saying that in a couple of interviews that he wanted a body on his record. I get it. He was like doing the whole persona of the bronze bomber. But at the end of the day, man, everyone has a family. Everyone has kids. Uh, the important thing is to leave it all in the ring, and then everyone's able to go home safely back to their families. You know what I mean? So if he's talking that type of language, I'm not really for that.
What do
Yeah.
you think about it, Club? And when Deontay Wilder keeps saying this, you know, he says, "I want a body. I want a body." That's how he says it. I want a body. You think I'm joking? I want a body. What do you think about all this?
Yeah, the thing, everybody says they want a body until they see a body right in front of them and they realize that, you know, death is not pretty. Like, every human being has a soul. And I don't think Wilder means what he's saying. Like, Wilder is actually, I think he, deep down in his heart, he's a kind-hearted guy. He cares about his family. He obviously has a lot of love. He has a lot of love for I don't know if you hear those sirens in the background. That's the cops going for Wilder. I mean, cops going for Fury. But anyways, because he had the egg weights in his gloves. But anyways, Wilder needs a healthy dose of reality, man, because this is not things you want to hear. I think you guys are right. I think he might have the CTE because it's not normal to just want people to die. It's not normal to just um wish death upon somebody so much and be like, oh, I hate him. I'll never forgive him. There's not even a chance that I'll forgive him. And then anytime you ask Wilder something, he brings it to something else. He's like, oh, in the days of King Tut, in the days of the Pangea, this is not the days of King Tut. You're not King Tut. You know what I'm saying? You're a boxer living in 2022. The days of the pyramids and the Pangea and the mammoths and the dinosaurs, you got to leave the past behind and you got to live in the present. And that's the problem with Wilder and a lot of his fans. They can't leave the past behind. They want to live in they need to live in that past. They need to but if the egg weights weren't in there, I would have won. If the count wasn't like 20 seconds, I would have won. If only I had 5 more seconds in the round, I would have won. Like, get over it. You lost already. That's it. So I don't know, man. Wilder needs somebody to slap him up. He needs like Mike Tyson. Like Mike Tyson had his trainer. That's what Wilder needs. He needs that old man that's gonna tell him, like Mickey from Rocky, like gonna slap him up a bit, make him eat nothing but like freaking cucumbers and peaches in the morning and raw eggs, and give him the real man a discipline.
It's a shame, innit, when you hear the ex-American heavyweight champion of the world speak like that consistently, and you don't see him in the right spirits of the warrior that he was. You kind of see that Deontay Wilder is now. There's some issues there, and it's kind of sad to see it. It's not a very uplifting subject. You know that Deontay Wilder has some fucked up shit going on now. Now, my thing is this: with going forward with Deontay Wilder, now him with the fight with Hellenius, that's just a cherry pick fight, though, really, isn't it? I mean, we got to be honest, that's just a fight for him to look good, come back, and just feel himself and get comfortable and be mentally in the right spirits. You know what I'm saying? So, going forward, do you think Deontay Wilder can be a heavyweight champion of the world again? Because he has got the power. We can't deny him that.
Yeah.
We can't deny Deontay Wilder has got one-hit punch power. Can Deontay Wilder be heavyweight champion again? And he wants to fight Tyson Fury for the 4th time.
No,
Now I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to go to the chat. After you saw how Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder twice, should Deontay Wilder want to fight Tyson Fury again for the 4th time? What do you guys think? I'm going to go to you, Clobbinator, first.
Yeah. Look,
Why?
Wilder, he has all the chances in the world to be the heavyweight champion. He actually has a good chance to even go undisputed. Why? Because let's say Fury and Usyk fight, and let's say, for example, Usyk wins, hypothetically speaking, right? I think Wilder has a great chance to knock out Usyk. Wilder has a fantastic chance to knock out Usyk because Usyk has shown that he's extremely skilled, but at heavyweight he does not have he does get hit eventually because he's so heavy now compared to before that he uses up a bit more energy than he's normally used to, and there's not that many lulls, but there are some lulls throughout the fight that Wilder can take advantage of. We saw Joshua take advantage of some of those lulls. They're just very short moments because Usyk is such a talented fighter, such a great fighter, and his gas tank is crazy. But if Wilder catches him with one right hand, I think it spells the end of the night for Usyk. So Wilder definitely has a chance to become a champion again, and like Usyk is basically the perfect fight for him, really, to do it. I don't think he can beat Fury if he fights him again.
But he shouldn't really fight Fury, don't you think, because of the damage that he's took? If he takes damage again like that, I
Yeah,
mean,
he
look.
can.
I'm gonna ask you. So you know your boxing. That fight that Fury beat him up with, yeah. Does that really ask for a rematch again?
Nah, hell no, man. I mean, Fury versus
Is
Wilder, we've seen
Wilder's
enough.
acting a little bit delusional there for me? Straight away, he won't fight Fury,
He
and if
can't
he
fight
will,
Fury.
you know that Wilder's that kind of guy. But Wilder will get damaged for life if he carries on like this. If he keep thinking that he wants to fight Fury and Fury damages him again, it'd be really bad for Deontay Wilder. You can't keep taking beatings like that, bro. So what do you think about it to the man from New York? Should Deontay Wilder, does that even demand a full fight?
No, man, definitely not. Let me go back to the first part of the question. I think Wilder can become champion again, um, especially if like Tyson Fury after the AJ fight, he like stays retired. You know what I mean? But do we want to see a fourth fight? No. I really agree with you that I think
Yes,
his
Roland.
health will be jeopardized mentally, like his brain will even receive greater injury to it. And here's the thing about CT, you can start to see it can progress faster, and especially if you can see the early stages of it, like obviously with brain scans and bizarre behavior. But bro, why would you do something to further make it aggressive? You know what I mean? So yeah, if I was on his team and the Fury fight, I would tell him, hey, maybe we should focus on something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Roland, how you feeling, Roland?
Roland.
Yo,
Roland.
Roland.
What up,
What up?
fellas? What's
Oh.
going on, man? My fault, man. I'm making some cookies and
I
shit
thought
too,
you were
man.
gonna do
Same
some
time, so
shadow
I'm trying to
boxing for us.
multitask.
I thought you were gonna do some shadow boxing for
Oh,
us.
nah.
Yeah, do some shadow boxing, bro.
Hey
Let me
yo,
see it.
wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me say something to Roland. I wasn't here last night. I saw the replay of the show. I wish I was on this show to help my boy Roland out last night because everybody was trying to cook my boy Roland. As I was watching the replay, I was like, damn, why go to sleep, yo? I would have been there with Roland, rocking out with everybody. So shout out to Roland.
Much love, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man. Heck yeah. No, it was fun. It was fun. Much respect, everybody. That shit was all. Hey, yeah, I'm making some cookies right now, man. So I'm multitasking. I'm listening to what y'all saying though. Wait, hey, did you add something, Rep Star? I didn't hear you, man.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Doing good, man.
Yeah, so what do you think? Deontay Wilder
Oh, I
still
thought you
got
had.
demons in his brain? Deontay Wilder still got demons in his brain.
Oh man.
He's not forgiving Tyson Fury. He wants him dead. Do you think Deontay Wilder has some mental issues after the beatings he's took, or he just can't take a loss?
Hey, I'm glad I caught a little bit of the audio you played, man, because I didn't get to watch that video. But damn, that's crazy. So he was saying all that. He was saying that he wants him dead, and he believes he still cheated, and he was saying all that. Deontay was. I didn't get to catch that part on the audio part, man, on the video. But so he was saying he wants him dead, and he believes he still cheated.
Well, he don't say he wants him dead,
I
but
didn't get to
his
see it.
demeanor for Tyson Fury is that he really wants to see bad for
Oh,
him. He wants to,
oh,
get his fist, and he wants
Yeah,
to do something to the man.
yeah. He said he
but he
wanted
thinks
to
he
kill
cheated
him in the
basically.
ring.
Still, like he still thinks Tyson cheated. Tyson Fury
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheated.
he thinks that Tyson Fury had egg weights,
Oh man,
yeah. Egg weights.
and Tyson Fury would
damn.
break his hand if he had egg weights in the second fight anyway.
No, I don't believe. Yeah, I definitely don't believe Tyson Fury cheating. Shit, I was hoping because I thought Deontay Wilder got over that shit, man. So the fact that he said that shit is kind of messed up, man. Honestly, like
Egg
damn, like
whites.
how the fuck did you, man? Holy shit, egg whites and shit. But yeah. So okay, so that just tells me that yeah, he's not really at that level, man, where that he needs to be at to fucking to beat Tyson Fury, man. Because it's gonna hold him back. Like it's gonna hold him back because he's gonna think he still won. So he's not gonna really go that extra mile that he needs to go because he's delusionally still think that that he won and Tyson cheated and
But
shit
what's the
like that.
funny thing is, do you think that it demands even a rematch after the 3 fights? You saw Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder twice.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, does it even
Oh yeah, hell
demand
yeah.
him even wanting that full fight?
I mean, that's a good point, man. Honestly, because
I mean, does he want to end up in a
yeah.
wheelchair? I don't want nothing bad to happen to Deontay Wilder. He crazy. Deontay Wilder's a crazy motherfucker, bro.
No,
He crazy.
Because to be honest with you, man, I thought that Tyson Fury pretty much dominated that second and third fight. To be honest with you, but I think Wilder won that first one though, man. But I think Fury adjusted. Oh yeah,
You had Wilder winning the
like
first fight?
I didn't say dominated, but he won those fights clearly. Yeah, man. I mean, well, not him win. Yeah. I did. Because the knockdowns, I think pretty much tipped it.
Yeah.
And then also like that was a long count.
Listen to the chat,
you got to
Roland.
dispose of that. But I
The guy in the chat
I gave him an edge, man, on the first one.
The guy in the chat, Roland, goes, nobody fucking believes Tyson Fury cheated. Not even the fucking LDPC. They don't even believe it anymore.
Yo, Rapstar, you remember that guy that was with the
Nobody
LDPC?
believes this shit, bro. Deontay Wilder's fucked, bro. Go on.
He's
fun
screwed
talking
now.
about it.
You guys remember that guy from the LDBC that was basically saying that he wants Sugar Hill to like die in a car crash? That he hopes Sugar Hill gets in a car crash and like burns
Yeah, they
on
wanted
fire?
Sugar Hill dead. They want Sugar Hill dead because Deontay Wilder got beaten up. Deontay Wilder got beaten up and they want Sugar Hill dead. This is the most pathetic shit I'm hearing, bro. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
What happened to the other guy? Where did he go? Yeah,
Which other guy?
Deontay Wilder, bro. I listen, Roland, your boy, ex-heavyweight champion of the world, bro. He got some problems, Roland.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen.
He needs God in his life. And he needs you to pray for him. Roland, you need to pray for Deontay Wilder, bro.
Hellenius, I will, man.
Roland, say a prayer right now, man. Do it right now. Say a prayer right now.
If you're a true fan of Deontay Wilder, I want you guys to get your hands together and say a prayer right now for Deontay Wilder.
Prayer, man.
Lead us in prayer, Roland. Lead us in the prayer.
Lead us to the prayer.
I don't like that's not my style, but I will start it off by saying one genuine. You know, let's just pray and hope that Wilder can see the light. He can just reach out for that hand that desperately wants him to just make that stride for the light. Come on, Wilder, you can do it. Everyone wants it to. Everyone believes in you. Don't be a bitch, Wilder. Let's go. Come on, baby. That's my prayer.
Let's go.
Somebody else started.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Hey, what's going on, Max?
Yo,
what you saying, Max?
Huh?
What's happening, bro?
Chilling. Let's
Max, you're new to the panel, man. Introduce yourself. Where you from, bro?
Nah. It's me. I just changed the avatar.
I thought you was a new brother.
No,
who's this new brother, Max?
You know who that is, right, Rap? On my avatar.
Now talk to me.
That's David Benavidez when he got knocked down in that fight.
Benavidez.
Oh shit! Don't let Mirage look at that.
That's
Mirage
why I got it, because
he heart attack. Mirage will have a heart attack. Mirage just found a teddy bear that looks like David Benavidez.
Hey yo, I did it. This is like payback for Roland, because last night he was trying to come at Roland too much. So I said, I bet. He always got that stupid picture of Canelo and Bevo. So I'm like, bet. I got this
don't
one
let
from
Mirage from Australia is the biggest David Benavidez fan I've ever met in my life. I've never met a bigger David Benavidez fan than that guy, Mirage. Never.
That's cool, man.
He thinks David Benavidez is the best of all time, the way he's talking.
Someone told Mirage that David Benavidez got knocked. I forgot what's the guy's name, but
you don't want to talk about that, does he?
He was like, "Oh, that." Somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, he got David Benavidez got knocked out by a taxi driver," and he was like, "No, he wasn't a taxi driver. He was a Mayweather protege, and he stopped his career and all this crap." I was like, "Oh my god, what a fanboy!" But we love Mirage. He makes the show better, entertaining.
Yeah.
No, he's a funny cat. Yeah, he's a funny dude, man. But so what are you guys saying about next week? You hyped up for a week and a half for Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin.
Dude.
I can't wait for that.
Hey, listen. Yo, Rap, you gotta go live that night, bro. You got to. After Punch does his commentary, you gotta go live, yo, to bring everyone on the panel to discuss that fight. Because that fight, I'm telling you, I'm
Oh hell
I'm
yeah.
I'm hoping Canelo gets a knockout. But if Canelo loses, hear me clearly. Oh, how the tides are gonna change on him, bro. Oh my God, I'm telling you. The casuals will start to give up on Canelo, because that's what casuals do. They're just casuals. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for
Good point,
Canelo.
man.
I'm a Canelo fan. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, keep it moving, bro. The next person. What do you think of the Canelo Golovkin? Do you think Golovkin's gonna be in that fight? Rolling.
Yeah, shit, man. I'm excited for it, and just exactly. Hey, so what's your name exactly, man? I can't see nothing on the
Oh, Max.
you
I'm
know,
Max
talking
from New
before me,
York.
the man talking before me. Max from
Max.
New York, man. Max, heck yeah, man. Just to echo everything Max said, honestly, man. If Canelo doesn't win convincingly at least, you know, I stopped for sure. But if he doesn't at least win convincingly, I think that's gonna be enough to get hardcore criticism, man. To where if we're depending on where Canelo's at mentally right now, man, that shit could put a dent in his career, man, and it's you know like you know what he's trying to do and shit. I don't know, man. It's how everything seemed to work out. The loss to Bivol, and he's gonna go against Triple G. You know, so if he would have won against somebody who didn't, if Canelo would have won against someone who would have just been like a B minus fighter, and let's say he would have lost to that dude, it probably would have been okay. Even Canelo's biggest criticism, you know, like critique, you know, would have been like you know, the whatever and shit, you know, that you know, Canelo just, you know, it was an off day. But the fact that it was against Triple G, now Canelo's biggest, you know, critic will be like, shit, it's Canelo's sorry, he's garbage, this and that, you know. So, man, this is a risky fight. It's a risky fight because he has to look good or knock him out. He can't just win. I don't think he can just win because it's gonna just put a lot of shit
Yeah,
in
he
there.
can't
But
have two
say if
losses in
he
a
doesn't
row.
knock him out and he doesn't stop him like nobody else has, and it's a tough fight, like the second fight or the first fight,
Yeah,
then what?
he can't have two losses on his record like in a row. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the reason we praise, at least I do, Terrence Crawford over Spence. Terrence Crawford was the first person to stop Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see Canelo be the first one to stop Triple
Right.
G.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, but that's never been done before
Hell
with
yeah.
the history of boxing with Triple
What's
G.
gonna happen next week, homie? You better see. I bet you a couple of cookies and tea.
I see it happening too, man.
Yeah, it could happen, man. Triple G's looking a bit more stationary, a bit more hittable. His latest
Mm.
fights, so
Well, let's have a vote then, innit? Because
You
when
know
the
what I
fight
think
happens,
also?
I'm gonna have a vote, and I'm gonna tell you this now. When the fight happens, we're gonna
Yeah.
go to the vote now. We're gonna go around the panel. We're gonna go around the chat. Rolling. Does Canelo Alvarez stop
Yeah.
Triple G in this fight? Huh?
Does he stop Triple G in this fight? I'm gonna say okay. Does he stop Triple G? Yes. I'm gonna say yes, man. Fuck it. I'm not gonna keep trying
Okay.
to do
Wait,
so
wait, wait.
much. Just
Rolling. Whoever
I'm gonna just
says
good
yes,
decision. Yep.
I might bet them money. Remember that.
Oh shit.
Would you put
Okay.
your money
Okay.
on it?
Nice. Okay.
Would you put your money on
Man,
this prediction?
I've
What?
never been a gambler, man. Because every time I gamble, I lose. So I'll bet you. But if I bet you, I'll bet you Canelo loses. Ha, how about that? Yeah.
There's not a bet. You fucked the whole bet up, dude. Shit.
Well,
Hey,
I can't
listen,
go. I
I'm gonna
can't do
ask
it then,
Max.
man.
Max, put your money where your real prediction is.
Yo,
I'm gonna
Canelo
ask the
by
chat, then
eighth.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask you.
listen. Canelo by
Go on.
TKO, eighth round. We putting up some Dogecoin up on this right quick. That's gonna be the entry to the bet. I don't have Bitcoin, so it is what it is.
What? Okay, to the other brother, to my New York brethren. I mean, not New York, brethren, to my brother Clubinator.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go
What's
with the bold
what's
prediction.
your prediction for the for this fight in
I gotta
in
go
the
with the bold
trilogy?
prediction. I gotta go with the bold prediction, man. Everybody's saying Canelo, but look, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say Triple G by decision. I'm gonna say Triple G. You know what I'm
What?
saying?
Wow, you trolling. You
Triple
trolling.
G. Let me get the knee pads out for Triple G for a second. You know what I'm saying? He won both fights. He won the first two fights. You know what I'm saying? He had Canelo hurt. You know what I'm saying? In the 10th round, the
He won
second
the
fight,
second fight?
he won the second fight.
You
Hell
think?
yeah, hell yeah.
Nah, bro. I think the first one is debatable. Yeah, and I can see if I had to give it to someone, I'm giving it to Triple G for the first one. But the second one, I think Canelo won that one, man. He just came. He made some adjustments and he came straight forward, man. I'm gonna have to go with Canelo on the second one. But I respect the opinion.
Yeah, damn right, man. Damn right. That's what it's all about. Look, Triple G.
Well, I'm gonna
Canelo
say
can't be
this, yeah,
stopped.
and I'm gonna make a statement right now. A
Go
lot
ahead.
of fans are betting with their heart because Canelo Alvarez said he's gonna do this and he's gonna make a statement, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're saying they're going with that. Facts say that nobody stopped Triple G. Regardless of how he's looked, he's always knocked those guys out. So his chin is impeccable. So I couldn't put my money on the stoppage for Canelo Alvarez. If I was a smart boxing fan, I couldn't put my money on that, bro. I would say Canelo Alvarez by decision. That would be the smart money,
Nah,
right?
I think
So
the ref
I
stops
can't
that fight.
see. Look, if Canelo Alvarez does not stop Triple G in this fight, a lot of fans are going to doubt him like Max. You see what I'm saying? A lot of hardcore fans are going to doubt Canelo. So hardcore fans say that Canelo is going to stop Triple G. I disagree. Triple G has never been stopped before. Triple G hasn't even done an 8 count, or has he been on the floor? Never. So if you think Triple G's getting stopped, trust me, Triple G's got an answer when Canelo's trying to be that aggressive on him too. Canelo's going to be forced to be in a fight. Triple G's forced Canelo to be in a fight. And remember this, styles make fights. Triple G knows Canelo Alvarez just as much as Canelo knows him. They both know each other well. So, yeah, Canelo's a favorite. Canelo's the favorite.
Yeah.
Canelo's the favorite. But does he really stop Triple G is the question. Because majority fans believe that he's going to stop him. I don't see where you guys are coming from.
Yeah,
Maybe I haven't
I think the ref's
seen
gonna stop
something
the
that
fight.
you guys have seen. But Canelo Alvarez don't stop opponents in that level, bro. He looks to outbox them.
Oh,
When he knows he's going against somebody like Triple G, ain't going to be no one that he's going to just be walking down. He's going to be taking some shots too. Triple G can hit. But anyway,
Yeah, but you're talking
Canelo's the
about a
fucking
40-year-old
favorite.
Triple G
Does he
though.
stop
Rap,
Triple G is the question.
you talking about a 40-year-old Triple G. You're not talking about somebody in their prime. So I just
Hey,
don't
Rap,
see.
do a vote. Take a vote, Rap. Take a
You
vote.
know, I'm thinking the referee stops the fight. He just won't be able to defend himself by the 8th round. That's my prediction.
yeah. And the fight is not at 160; it's at 168. So who knows how
I
that
mean,
weight
that
could
goes in
affect.
favor for Canelo. That's a fact. But I think Triple G has been waiting for years to move up for the right fight. Who's bigger? Who's bigger at 168? Triple G or Canelo?
Canelo.
Triple G's going to be big as well at 168. He's a bigger man. He's
Is
naturally a bigger man than
but is
Canelo
he
Alvarez.
no? But is he comfortable moving around at 168? No,
Yeah.
he's more
No, you
comfortable at
got. I'll
160.
give you that. You got. That is the first time Triple G is going to be at 168.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know, it's for the undisputed fight, isn't it? At 168.
Yep.
It's for the
Triple G wins
undisputed
this is
titles,
big.
isn't it?
It's for
Hey,
all of the marbles.
Imagine if Triple G pulls it off
and
and he
then
becomes
retires.
undisputed and he becomes undisputed 168 champion and he don't even hold back anymore. He tells David Benavidez, "Come here now, I'll fight you too." Oh my god. Oh my god. He can turn the whole boxing world round. Triple G will become a top 5 pound for pound fighter overnight.
Yeah.
Wow. If only Triple G can change the clock
think Triple G is stopping,
and beat Canelo Alvarez. That would be crazy, huh?
I'm telling
Would
you,
that
that'd
be
be
the end? Do
crazy.
you think that'd be the end of Canelo's career if he lost 2 times back to back? Like, would that be?
No.
What would you think about that? I'm gonna ask Max. Where does Canelo go if he loses to Triple G and
So,
back to back from Bivol?
so if if Canelo loses to Triple G, he needs to take a break. He needs to step away from boxing for about good 6 to 8 months. Go back to the drawing board. Get a cherry pick when he comes in. And I want him to go after the people that people have been wanting him to go after in order to keep attention on him. So go after that Charlo fight and go after that Benavidez fight. Go if he loses. You know what I mean? That's what I would advise him.
That's a good one. I like that.
What do you think,
I don't know
Roland?
if
What do you think, Roland? If Canelo loses, what do you think?
that's a good one. I think that's a good one, but I don't know if I'd want even if he loses. I don't even know if I want him to fight Jamal or Benavidez. To tell you the truth, man, someone a little bit below them, just because I'd be like, damn. See, like I said just a second ago, I think Canelo's I never thought about it until honestly right now on the panel with you guys. I think that's a kind of a risky move for Canelo because he has to look good, man. Just as far as taking criticism, And I know all these boxers say this shit don't bother them, this and that, but I think they're full of shit, man. Because I think the great ones are in this shit to like make a name for themselves and be legendary. So how you gonna be legendary without people, writing your legend and shit? So I think they're full of shit. So I feel like if it's a close fight or anything like that, then he's gonna catch a lot of shit, man. So it's like it's a risky fight. He has to stop him or look good. So I think you gotta stop him and look good. Catch him with a lot of big shots and shit, and just like make it seem like Triple G was never in the fight. I personally think Canelo's gonna stop him in the corner in the 9th round, like in the 9th round in the corner. That's what I've been calling and shit too. Max since 8. That's what's up.
So you guys will be disappointed if Canelo Alvarez doesn't stop him.
Oh no, I'd be
We'll talk
disappointed.
to you
I
guys. I'll talk to you guys
definitely.
after the fight.
We'll see. I
talk
want
about
you
it
to go
after the
live
fight
that night,
because
but I want you to go live that night after the fight, so we
yeah,
can all
we'll
talk
probably be
about it.
live straight on the post fight. I'll be watching that fight like a hawk. And I'll tell you this now. Anybody know anything about the undercard? Does anyone know anything about the undercard on those fights?
Let me
No,
check it out.
check it out.
Yeah, come on, help us with the undercard.
But I'm telling you, if he loses, he will take a break for about 8 months. When he comes back, he'll do a cherry pick, and then he'll go for the fights that actually bring attention. That's my thing. If he loses, I don't think he'll lose. I think it's gonna be a stoppage by the 8th round, but we'll take it from there.
Okay. So for the main event, we got Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin for WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO, the ring super middleweight titles, undisputed. Then the co-main, not co-main, but like the second to last fight, we got Jesse Rodriguez Franco versus Israel Gonzalez. These are 2 super flyweight. It's a title fight for the WBC super flyweight title. Decent fight. Then we have Ali Akhmedov, prospect versus Gabriel Rosado, gatekeeper, decent fight. Then we got Austin Williams versus Kieran Conway, decent domestic level fight. Diego Pacheco versus Enrique Colazo. Mark Castro versus Kevin Montiel Mendoza. Aaron Aponte versus Fernando Angel Molina. Anthony Herrera versus Devin McKinley, who apparently is Avni Yojim's cousin. And that's it. That's the main card lineup.
Oh look, there we go. That's Abney right there. That's a setup. That's a setup right there, just in case the Canelo loses or looks, or in case Canelo loses, Abney's gonna look good, and that'd be the cherry pick. No,
Yeah,
what do you guys think about the
Hey, that's
what do you
crazy.
guys think
You know
about the
that
undercard?
somebody said, what about if
it's
Triple
looking all
G
right. It's all right,
retires
man. Like
Canelo
it's nothing
Alvarez,
like
bro?
crazy, but there's some
Nah,
fights I think
hell
could be
no.
good. You don't think
Hell
so?
no.
You don't like any of it?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking about Rap. Rap said if Triple G retires Canelo, I said hell no, that's not gonna
Well, that's
happen.
what Pound says. That's mad, isn't it, though? Just think about that for a minute.
I don't want
Triple
to.
G fucking ends Canelo's career
I don't. I
in a
don't think
week
that
and a half.
happens. No, I don't think that happens. There's too many fights. There's too many fights for him still to fight.
Yeah.
Beeble, Charlo, Benavidez, maybe a rematch with Caleb Plant down the line. I don't know. There's too much fight for. There's too much tape money on the table, and there's still opportunities for more
Yeah.
legacy. So
Yeah.
he's not
Devin
retiring.
Haney, the
And how
Devin
does
Haney
Canelo
fight.
look in the training camp?
Does anyone know off the top of the head what was Pacquiao's losing record at the end? Like how many losses he had?
How many losses? Shit.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Pacquiao, we loved Pacquiao, you know, and it's not about protecting the O with him. Yeah, he lost to Timothy Bradley, he lost to Ugas, he lost to Mayweather. You know, he had a couple of losses, but if Canelo ends up in his career 70-3, you know, we're not gonna take anything away from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's 62, 8, and 2 draws for
There you
Pacquiao.
go.
So 8 losses.
Yeah, but Pacquiao's still one of the greatest. You know.
Yeah. Even Chocolatito, look at Chocolatito's resume right now. It's
Oh,
stacked,
you know,
bro.
Chocolatito's coming back in December, right?
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait,
Oh
bro.
man, that's gonna be epic. That's gonna be epic.
But I think you guys are a bit sexist as well, and so is the boxing world, because we got a big
Oh,
fight coming up
What
with
are you talking about? Talk about it. Talk about it.
Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshalls. And ain't nobody in the chat talking about this fight coming up.
I actually like that
Clarissa
fight.
Shields is for the undisputed. She's an undisputed in 2 weights. She's undisputed. She's fighting the lady who beat her in the amateurs. And she's
Yeah.
fighting a bigger woman who has been knocking out these other girls. Can you call the journey girls? Whatever you want to call them. But in
Yeah.
the amateur, she beat up Clarissa Shields. So
Yep.
this is going to be a fight for the women's undisputed title. Is anyone interested in this fight?
Hell yeah. I've
Hell
been
yeah.
saying Savannah Marshall, she's she's a great fighter, man. Savannah Marshall, she's got that like kind of Tyson Fury style and
Yeah.
everything. Like it's really good to watch. You can see that Savannah Marshall is extremely skilled. She's extremely long and
Can't wait.
lanky. Like so, yeah, it's a good fight. And Clarissa Shields got power. She's got dynamite in her hands. So, and they got a
Yeah.
lot of bad blood, man. They hate each other. So
Yeah, they really
it's gonna
do.
be
What's the shorties in the co-main event? There's one of them that
There's
looks
another girl
super
called
fine. Who?
Alicia Baumgart versus the other girl, Mikkel. That other fight with Alicia Baumgart, whatever, the girl who beat Harper.
Uh,
So yeah, there's another big
Future
fight,
baby.
which is Shields
Oh
don't
yeah,
got power.
Alicia
What do you
McCabe.
guys think about what Mindtaker says? Shields don't got power. She's a good boxer, but she don't have that power. Anyone want to comment on that? She don't have that kind of knockout power. I agree with that. I don't see her knocking out her opponents. She's always outboxing her opponents. I never ever seen her knocking out opponents with a vicious knockout or nothing like that, bro.
yeah. She doesn't have that
I
like
think she has
one
enough power.
punch stopping power. She just brings
Okay.
pressure. What she brings is pressure and the volume of punches that are gonna wear the opponent down. So that's the type of power she has. She doesn't have that like that quick, snappy, like high twitch muscle fiber that's just gonna knock you out. She has like that slow aching pain that's gonna wear you down throughout the fight. Kind of like Chocolatito, right? Chocolatito doesn't like just one punch knock you out in like the first round, but he throws like a million punches, and by the end of the fight, you've eaten like 2,000, and your body's exhausted, and you just want to freaking fall over and pass away. You know, you want to fall over and go to sleep for a week in a coma. So it's good. I don't know who I got winning that fight though.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
it's
ain't
good,
picking a
man.
winner out of Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshalls.
I'm going for Savannah.
I think
I want
Clarissa has
Savannah
power.
Marshall to win.
Okay, what's your predictions? Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall.
I think Clarissa has power, man. I mean, she doesn't have that overwhelming power and shit like you guys are talking about, but she has that real good combination power, like as you guys were saying and shit, which I think is important. She had that good combo power, pretty much kind of like people call Haney pillow fisted and shit. But he obviously has enough power because everybody he has enough because everybody he's able to hold everybody back type of shit. People still don't seem to want to rush in as much. So he has that sneaky power and shit, man. Kind of like even Floyd. Floyd Mayweather wasn't known to be a big powerful puncher and shit, but he always had good power, man. He had that very strong like 1-2 papa. So he always had sneaky ass power. So I think Clarissa's the same thing. I think she can stop for sure. I think she can for sure stop Savannah, man, with the power. I think she has enough power to stop Savannah,
All
especially
right, so then let's make
at
predictions
that weight
now. I
class.
want to do predictions. Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. I want everyone to predict. Let's all predict that fight now.
Ooh.
What's the predictions?
I got
Savannah
Nate
Marshall
Diaz.
versus Clarissa Shields. Let's go with Max. Predict the fight, bro.
I got Nate Diaz because that's the fight I'll be watching.
You bitch. You're a bitch. At least you're honest. Hey, look, Max is being honest now.
Up.
He ain't watching it.
That's what's
He's
up.
gonna be watching Nate Diaz fight.
Nah, even though Nate Diaz is gonna lose, but yeah, I'll be watching it. The UFC.
Look, so he's saying he ain't into this woman's boxing, bro.
Nah,
It's
you know
all
what?
good.
Wait, hold on. Not to sound sexist. The best female boxing match I ever watched was this year. Amanda Serrano versus what's her name? Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best. That was an amazing fight. Yeah.
Oh my god. The chat. Yeah. Hawker Mustang. You are gonna fucking trait as well, like Max. You ain't a true hardcore boxing fan. Wait. Hawker Mustang says, I'm going to watch Nate too. You're in the most hardcore boxing channel right now. And you also are not going to be watching the undisputed fight between Savannah fucking Marshall and fucking Clarissa Shields.
Blasphemous.
Man, you're converting people out here, Max. They're not going to watch it either, some of them. Shit, man. I got to watch the boxing. Nate Diaz and that. What's that guy's name? What's his name?
Khamzat, whatever his name is, yeah.
Khamzat Chimaev.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be a mad fucking beating from that guy, bro. But I hope Nate can hold it.
Yeah, it's
now,
going to be
let's
a
talk
crazy
about
fight.
that, bro, because I know, but I've been watching Nate Diaz and I've been watching that Khamzat Chimaev. That Khamzat Chimaev, he's like a fucking Kazakhstani beast. He looks like Khabib's fucking dad, like older brother, bro.
Yeah.
This Khamzat Chimaev looks like Khabib, but a blown up one.
Yeah.
Now that guy, right? He been knocking everybody out, but recently he had a fight with that other dude. What's the other dude's name?
Burns.
And him and Burns swang it out.
Yeah,
and
that
Burns
was a
even
great
hurt
fight.
him.
That was a
and
great
he
fight.
overcame that. And he got stunned in that fight. I'm gonna tell you this now. Nate Diaz and that Khamzat Chimaev, they're setting Nate Diaz up, bro.
Yeah,
They're
Nate Diaz
trying
is
to
going
get
to
Nate
lose.
Diaz to get fucked up on his last ever fight on
Yeah,
the
you know
UFC
what?
contract.
I think if he loses, I don't think they'll renegotiate. I don't think they'll sign him back. I don't know. Shout out to Leon Edwards from London.
Oh shit, rap star.
Shit, man. I'm listening to y'all.
We started talking about UFC and he leaves.
Yeah. Oh my god. People saying Chimaev by fatality.
All right, who do y'all got? Mirage versus Southpaw.
You know, I'm kind of seeing people, on my channel today with mixed emotions. They're saying to me, hell with the fucking women's boxing. They're saying we never got Spence and Bud, so why the fuck do we want to watch these women? I mean, are people that sexist that you guys are not into women's boxing when it's the biggest women's fight? in
It's because they
boxing.
say the women got no skill. That's what they're saying.
Nah. Serrano versus Katie Taylor was the best women's match of
Why
the year.
such disrespect to the women's boxing, though, homie? I mean,
Homie,
the
I watched.
bitches are fucking fighting out there, bro. They're
I
fighting
watched.
like dogs.
So I watched the
They're
women on the
training
UFC fight.
hard.
I watched the women on
Don't
the
you
UFC
think those
fight.
women are training hard day in, day out, bro? Hey, yo, man, I gotta get people's points on this. There's people that's come on my chat and they said they're not watching Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. Hell with them, bitches. So you guys ain't into the women's boxing, yeah?
What are you
So
talking
that means
about?
you ain't into real hardcore boxing.
Punch
I got
said he
something to
watched
say. Hold on, let me finish this one.
Punch said he watching the UFC fight. That's what Punch said.
Man, you guys are hating on women's boxing, bro. You guys want to watch Nate Diaz, who even he knows he wants to lose. So you want to watch Nate Diaz and Khabib's fucking big brother. And you don't want to support Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, bro.
Hey, yo,
I
Punch,
think we
click
should
the
shut
link.
this live down. You people ain't no real hardcore boxing fans. You're saying to me, rap star, fuck the women, bro. We rather watch UFC. What the fuck's going on, bro? But anyway, I'll let you guys cook. I thought you guys were all-round boxing hardcore fans. I thought the women's boxing excited you guys as well. I was wrong.
I'm actually an Amanda Serrano fan.
You like Amanda Serrano. For what reason?
She from New York.
That's it.
Damn right.
Motherfucker. The women's boxing don't get the same respect at all like man's boxing.
Except
You know
for
what I'm saying?
Ebony Bridges.
Yo, Punch,
It
click
don't
the
get
link.
no respect. This is an undisputed fight, bro. And you guys are ready to watch Khabib's brother beat the fuck out of Nate Diaz. Fuck Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields, you're saying.
Talk to them, rap.
What the fuck, homie? What has these women done to you people, bro? It's the best versus the best. Like punch drunk boxing. He's saying it's the best versus the best. And you're watching Nate Diaz. Shit, homie.
Well,
Hey, Nate Diaz is a bad motherfucker from Canada. I won't deny that. But he ain't winning against Khabib's older brother.
Nah, he not.
Khabib's older brother's gonna put a beating on that guy.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Dana White setting up Nate Diaz, you know, to take a beating. I hope Nate Diaz does something, though, just for the sake of that.
Yeah.
You guys are not interested in Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. I can tell by the energy, bro.
I mean, I'll tune in during the commercial breaks.
I am.
Sexist motherfuckers, bro. Sexist motherfuckers. And here comes the biggest sexist motherfucker.
Oh.
Who's
Look
that?
what we have here.
What do you say, Mirage?
So who are you guys talking about? Women's boxing?
Yeah, listen to what they're saying, Mirage. Half of the chat said, hell with women's boxing, right? Rapstar, we're going to go watch UFC.
Yeah, women's boxing, to me, that's the perfect time to go to the toilet or make a coffee. Maybe go make some lunch, go shopping, something like that. But also that's with MMA. Most of the MMA women's fights is like soccer mums and shit like that. It's a fucking joke.
But don't the women, all right, let me ask this question to you, right? Don't the women deserve the respect for the amount of training they put in and the amount of hard work to stand in the ring and be able to fight for 10 rounds?
I don't know how much training do they put in. Most of them are fucking shit. So I don't know, like how much respect do they deserve?
But don't you think they still train every day?
No.
Right, they got to eat a certain weight. They got to make weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Even like, look, let's see what the people are thinking. I don't want to watch women's boxing except for when I do. Ronda Rousey would smash Mirage.
No. Layla Ali,
WBC
she would beat the shit out of this chick, whatever her name is. Clarissa, what's her name?
Yeah, WBC convention.
I'll be back in Layla Ali.
Back out of
retirement.
favorite subject. Hey, listen, He said the WBC convention will be talking about your favorite subject, about
Yeah.
transvestites in boxing. Oh, fuck. I can't stop laughing about that one. Transvestites are coming into boxing. Can you believe it?
Are they?
Yeah, well, that's what the convention's going to be on about. Don't you know that the
I thought he was
convention are going to
joking. Is that
talk about
actually? Is that actually?
transgenders to be in boxing?
Oh, is that fucking serious? I thought it was a joke.
This is serious. Go on Google now. While I'm talking, just go on Google and put on WBC and transgender boxing, and you'll find all the articles that they're going to be assessing it, and you're
Yeah,
going to
that's not
be
going to
part
work.
of it.
Nobody.
Punch is saying you're going to be part of it.
I'm not into that kind of thing.
Well, let me just see what's going on in the background here. Wait, who's here? Yeah, look, my thing is this, people. Women's boxing does deserve a bit of respect here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are women going at it. They're training their fucking tits off.
I just want to make sure people notice my avatar is Benavidez getting knocked down by a taxi
Oh yeah,
driver.
well Mirage, that's up to Mirage to notice that David
It looks
Benavidez
like you're getting
got
smart.
knocked down.
You're getting smart there, bro. Be careful. That's what I can say. Just watch your step.
Look, man, you guys have got to give some respect to the women's boxing. I believe.
Yeah, but isn't it very shallow? The pool of fighters very shallow? There's only like a couple of good fighters. The rest are crap. Is that how it is? I don't know.
I mean, look, Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields is a big fight, bro. That's the girl who beat Clarissa Shields in the amateurs. So it's still a big fight. It's the only girl that we've known that's beaten her and who's come to the professionals and beaten
if they come and bring
else.
it, apparently that Clarissa Shields, I watched some of their last fight. That was a good fight. Look, if the women come and bring it, and they deliver, and they come to bang, I respect them. But they all need to do that. Like all these other ones.
Did you watch Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano?
I watched some of that. I think I came in late. Yeah, that was a good fight.
Bro,
Apparently,
that was one of the best fights I've ever seen, men and women.
Yeah.
Like that was an amazing fight.
Or Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah, like in MMA, there's a couple of decent fighters, and now they're getting better.
MMA
They're getting
women
better.
are legit. MMA women are legit. I love watching
but some of them.
MMA.
Yeah, but some of them, not all of them. There's a lot of them that are just like soccer mums, and they're not very good. So it's getting better. It's getting better.
Boxing still needs to catch up though, because I was watching a fight recently. I forgot which undercard it was, but Sinisa Estrada was defending a title against the girl who wasn't even ranked, and she got starched out within like 10 seconds. She couldn't even keep her hands up.
I saw that one.
Yeah, she didn't have a boxing stance. Like,
yeah, the rumor is that chick that got starched was the promoter's ex-wife. Somebody said.
Really?
Apparently,
no, it ain't, you lying fucker.
No, I'm serious.
And
apparently it's true.
Lying fucker,
apparently it's true. It's a whole
that
setup.
Can't be true.
Go Google it, man. I didn't Google it, but I saw in the comments somebody was saying that, and then somebody said, "Yeah, it's actually true." So, I mean, that's hilarious if it is true.
That shit is crazy.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. She looks like she never threw a punch in her life.
So let's keep it real. When it comes to boxing and women's boxing, most men are like Mirage and Max and everybody else. Some people in the chat, they are sexist towards women boxing. They don't allow them to come into that same respect category. Right? Women's boxing,
Amanda Serrano,
most men I'd say to women's boxing, they don't give it the same respect as men's boxing.
Well, do you ever see Punch do women boxing videos?
Ask Punch. Yeah, he does. I've seen him sometimes do it.
I think most content creators don't do as much with the women. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not, I'm just asking.
Yeah, we're fucking sexist, aren't we?
Hey, I think.
Let's keep it real, Roland.
I think
most people in boxing are sexist. Let's keep it real, Roland.
I tell you my opinion, man. Tell you the truth.
We're sexist motherfuckers,
honestly, bro. No, I'm saying you can consider yourself sexist, not me though. I'm just saying. I think what I feel is, and a lot of people feel this way too. It ain't just me. It's the skill level, man. Because if you think about it, put it like this: there's a bunch of motherfucking grown ass men, which is it's just I think it's just fine too and shit. Like they're fans of other like grown ass men in a very passionate way, which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But why not be that way? If you could be that way for a professional athlete, it could be male or female. I'm pretty sure you choose a female if you're a male. You know what I mean? But it's like we can't really get into the female boxing because they're not that good just yet. There's a few that are though. And that's why it's getting so exciting now because the talent's evolving and shit. And I'm starting to see a lot more men like taking a, think about it. We're kind of sometimes we can be possessive by nature and shit. You know what I mean? Possessive creatures. So I personally believe women's boxing is going to be very, very, very popular, man. In a good 10 years and shit. And honestly, I give a lot of respect to because Punch was shooting out at women's boxing and shit for a while now and shit. So I mean, compared to a lot of content creators that weren't and shit. So and there's a lot of other content creators, man. They deserve some love because I feel like they're the reason why that shit women's boxing is kind of like starting to catch up and shit, man. That and the skills are starting to evolve and shit.
Right, Rap. Why you
That's
never have a
take,
woman on your panel? You
Rap.
sexist.
Come on, man.
You sexist, bro. You never have a woman on your panel.
I've spoke to some women, but not on. I've spoke to some
yeah,
women,
because you're sexist, bro.
No, you're not listening. I've spoke to some women. I'll speak to a lot of women, but women don't come on the panel.
Why not?
Well, you know the answer to that because not many women are interested in boxing.
So if they ain't interested, why we have to be interested?
No, we're
because we're
too
the
rugged over
real
here. That's all it is.
Are you not the real hardcore boxing fan? Let me speak.
What about Lisa?
Are you not the real hardcore boxing fan?
What about Lisa Bales? Remember Lisa Bales?
Yeah, she comes on my panel a lot.
Well, shout out there. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, so
Lisa
women do, but it's very rare. Look, the problem is there's very limited women supporting boxing.
Yo, Mirage, you were actually right.
What was he right about?
About the Miranda Adkins. She's actually the wife of Midwest boxing promoter John Carden. So yeah, she's actually the wife.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Well, that's payback, right? That's payback.
One of the promoters who promoted that.
Yep.
Hey, I don't know. I don't think you necessarily need the female fans, though. To tell you the truth, man, I'm telling you. I just think the skills got to evolve, and naturally, us men are gonna want to argue and shit over anything, anyways. So what better to argue over some fine ass fucking females who can throw some punches and shit, man? That's gonna take the fucking the argument to a different level and shit. Once it's a bunch of females that are really good at boxing. But now we can be like, oh, look at that fight. That's my girl, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be treat us like no, like we'll be able to actually feel that way and shit. Get a little possessive and shit, not playing around. No, but I'm serious though, man. So it'll be funner. It'll be funner, man. When the girls catch up to being really skillful and shit. I think it will be. You know what I mean?
Word.
Because Alicia's my baby, man. I love Alicia. The GOAT, but at least like sexy. Man,
what's up with Rap's mic? It's been
I'm back.
Cool. But no, let's ask the real question. No, nobody's asking this question. I think Mirage should take the lead. Is Benavidez Senior an overrated trainer? I think so.
Oh.
I think there's a couple of overrated trainers.
Well, based on what? Like because one of his boys lost? Like
one or two back to back?
Yeah, but Jose is like he's not the same fighter anymore. I don't know. I think most trainers, to be honest, are overrated, right? I think most of them are.
Who would you say, in your opinion, are the top two trainers right now out there?
The top two. I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to like. It's hard to determine. How much credit to give to a trainer and to the fighter. I don't know. Like, how many really make the difference? Like, have been demonstrated to really make the difference, I mean, somebody like Emmanuel Stewart. I mean, to me, that's obviously a legend, but
R.I.P.
this guy was proven, like a proven, you know, great trainer.
Yeah.
Freddie Roach.
I don't know. Freddie Roach. Yeah. Those type of guys. These guys at the moment. I mean, I don't know. Give me some names. Like who's really stands out?
Robert Garcia, Eddie Ronelso,
Derrick James.
Yo, I'm gonna say that even though I don't like his boxers, but Derrick James is a great trainer, bro. I give him a lot of respect. A lot of respect.
Definitely not Reynoso. I don't.
Why not? Why not Eddie Ronelso?
I mean, look at Canelo's last fight. I mean, did he? I mean, what kind of game plan did they have? Like, you know, just throwing the fucking overhand right. I mean, I know it's just one fight, but
to be unbiased and shit, though. I mean, you're right though, man. As far as Canelo should have stopped going to that arm so much and shit. And I wasn't. I don't remember hearing so much in the corner if Eddie instructed him to go away from the arm. So I would say that that you have to take a bit of a hit for that one. You know what I mean?
Judge these trainers when the going gets tough, in a tough situation. You know, it's easy.
They're still a good trainer though.
You know, when you know your fighter's going good and beating up all these guys. I mean, I could be a good trainer. Then you know, people would think I'm a good trainer. But I mean,
Sugar Hill's another good one. Calvin Ford with Javante.
Yeah, Sugar Hill. I like Sugar Hill, man.
Yeah,
he's probably my favorite, man. Honestly, Sugar Hill.
Yeah, Sugar Hill's
probably my favorite, man.
I know Punch is in the audience. I don't know what chat I heard it from. It might have been on IFBFP, but they were saying that Teofimo Lopez, it would be better if he got rid of his dad or, you know, changed his dad's role out as a head trainer. And people mentioned that Sugar
Hill. Oh, he drop out in boxing for years. Yeah.
I mean, I like Floyd Mayweather Senior.
Sugar Hill would probably be a better choice as a
Senior was good.
Trainer.
Is Senior training anybody anymore? Floyd Mayweather Senior.
That's a good.
I don't think so.
No.
I respect that, Max.
I thought Roger was a better trainer than Senior, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. He was great as well.
He was great.
There you go. That's what I mean.
Those guys have great minds, like boxing minds.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys like Reynoso, Lee, to me, a lot of them are just on the bandwagon. They just get on the train and get the glory. But yeah.
Oh, Devin Haney too.
I don't know though, man, because I don't know about Reynoso and shit, man, because all his fighters seem to have left and shit, so you can't really judge too much on that. I mean, I put it, I don't think, because they're not there anymore and shit. Basically, you know, they're working. So whatever happened, they didn't have the time or whatever it may have been, you know what I mean. But I don't think it was because of the lack of skills. I think because Andy Ruiz said it himself when he fights Usyk and shit, because he wants to fight Usyk, he says he's gonna go train with he says he's gonna go train with Reynoso. And he said it with conviction too, like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go train with Reynoso when I fight Usyk. Yeah. So I think he is a good trainer.
I want to make a comment off of what Punch said. I don't know if he's trolling, but he said that Teofimo Senior is the best. I told everybody. I don't know if he's trolling. I think for me, when the Kambosos fight, I remember watching the fight, and I was wondering, like, man, what's gonna be the adjustments in the corner? And all I heard Senior would say is, just go knock that guy out. Like, and I was really disappointed after that point. I was like, damn, man, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear no adjustments. So
when did he say that?
When he fought Kambosos, Teofimo Lopez, that fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think Teofimo Lopez is a special fighter, but I do think he needs a better trainer to take him to that next level.
That's garbage advice. Just saying like that.
So Sugar Hill, I would say, yeah.
Hey, Teofimo Senior, look, I'll give him his credit and shit because that was a great fight with Lomachenko. So I wouldn't want to jump the gun. I wouldn't want to jump the gun just yet because that was a really big fight, man. For them to look so fucking good versus, you know, Lomachenko and shit. I would be like, I would, like I said, I definitely would hesitate. And because of Kambosos, because the Kambosos fight, I don't put too much on that injury, man, or how he was, his health condition and shit. Because the fact is, they entered that fight with the mind state of knocking Kambosos out early. So that right there was a very critical error. You know what I mean? Critical error. So you can't put that too much on the. But in that saying though, that being said and shit, I feel like that really wasn't the best deal then, because that was a bad game plan. You know what I mean? Like that was not a good strategy. So I don't think that was a good deal either though. That was not the same deal that they had with Loma. So I mean, I don't know just yet as far as senior goes, man. I want to see, I want to see another big, big fight, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know Punch has a relationship with that camp, but out of respect, I mean, I just don't see Senior taking Teofimo to that next level at 140. And I mean, I think he really, if he's gonna beat Josh Taylor, and we saw a compromised Josh Taylor his last fight. Some people think he lost that fight, so I think there's some dogs at 140, man. So I think he's gonna need to step it up. And David Benavidez needs a new trainer too. If he thinks he's gonna beat Canelo, that's a fact.
Don't get me started, man. I'm taking a break from fucking Benavidez for now. I'm waiting for the next fight. I want to wait for the next fight.
Hey, as far as Triple G Canelo, man, Triple G Canelo, that's right there.
Yeah, next weekend.
That is right.
That's gonna be a great. I'm excited for that. Yeah. All I know is that if somehow Canelo loses, man, we gonna see.
I'm excited. Mirage. It's gonna give me some new ammunition.
I know he's gonna be talking so much crap, yo.
Don't worry, I got the notepad out, mate. It's gonna be a long list. I think, but I'm just waiting.
Yeah, Mirage is gonna be going the fuck off. Oh yeah.
No, hang on. You say I'm a hater, blah blah blah. Like I'm a hater, but I had Canelo beating Lara, so I'm rational. I'm a rational hater at least.
Nice.
Because I heard all the hype. Because I didn't see the fight until recently. I heard everybody saying, "Oh, Lara beat him," so I was prepared to go in there. I was prepared to see Lara fucking beating him, to see a robbery, but I didn't see that. I think Lara did fuck all. He just pot-shotted. And I don't think he won the fight. I think Canelo won. So I'll give him, if he, I can still sort of be
objective,
reasonable. Yeah, I'm more objective than you think. Put it that way. More objective than you think.
There you go.
Hey guys, you guys keep it going. Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Keep it respectful.
You about to go have breakfast, mate?
No, I got to do something, mate. keep it cooking, boys.
All right. Punch, hit that link, man. I would love to hear Punch's thought about Lopez changing trainers. I don't know what Punch doing. If he's dancing some bachata right now, what he doing? But he should hop on for a second.
Yeah, I saw Plant's interview last night. Plant's interview.
Who's?
Oh, okay.
Caleb Plant was interviewed on the boxing show yesterday. He's talking. He reckons after this fight, he wants Charlo or Benavidez, but let's see what happens.
No, I want to see him with. I think the Benavidez fight would make them some money. It may not make them a lot of money, but they really don't like each other. So
yeah, it'll be a great build up as well.
Yeah.
So, see what happens. But I was thinking, I'm still not sure what the prediction is for Triple G Canelo. Like, one part of me thinks, the logical, rational part should be Canelo should stop him or win easily. Like that, everything points to that, but I'm still not convinced. I think Triple G can surprise us.
Oh yeah, Pound said it. Yeah, Plant said after Darrell he wants Benavidez or Charlo.
Yeah,
I feel like Charlo's too scared to fight him, but I know Benavidez will be like, hell yeah, let's rock.
Well, Charlo's not even going to fight this year, is he? He hasn't fought this year.
Dude, he was supposed to fight Selesky, whatever his name is, but
he injured his back. Yeah, but fuck.
That's what he says. I heard rumors where that they weren't selling tickets. So they canceled the fight basically by saying that stupid injury. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know who said this. Someone just made a comment. I mean, if we can get Tank and Garcia in December, and then put in that same undercard, I think it might have been this show that said it. In that same undercard, put Isaac Cruz versus Rolly Romero. I think that'd be a good card.
Yeah.
Plant will outbox Benavidez ears off. That's what
Johnny
John
Blaze, stop
Blaze
embarrassing yourself, man. Stop it. You don't even believe that shit.
said. Hey, but Mirage, don't you think though? Plant is way better on his feet than Benavidez, but
Yeah,
I
but
think that'd be a good fight, man.
he can do it for like, you know, 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
How can he survive for 12 rounds against the monster?
So, guys in the chat, let us know. Either put Plant or Benavidez. Who do you think takes that fight? I think it's a 50-50 fight. I know Benavidez is about that life. He's coming full force. So, but I also know that Caleb Plant can box. He can. He took some rounds against Canelo, and he did well. So.
But guess what? Benavidez can also box. People think he's just some fucking
Can you give me a fight
caveman.
that you seen him perform at that level so I can watch it and get back to you on that?
I mean, the rematch with Gavril.
Uh-huh.
Gavril was the guy coming forward, and Benavidez was more of the boxer in that fight. Gavril was putting on the pressure, and I think Benavidez really showed he can box. He has more dimensions than just a come forward pressure fighter.
Yeah.
And he's got a great jab. Canelo had no jab against Plant. He was just coming forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not convinced Plant's gonna.
Yeah. Punch is stupid. He said Benavidez said he don't want to fight American fighters. Está loco, manito. Let me see. Caleb Plant doesn't even want those problems. Let me see. Benavidez beats Plants. Benavidez beats Plant. Benavidez can eat Plant's best shots without moving his head.
Yeah, Plant's got no power at all.
If they fight and if Benavidez beats Plant, that will be Benavidez' biggest win so far.
Yep.
You know.
You guys think Plant's gonna beat Darrell?
I think Plant beats Darrell. I think so.
I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
I think they're the same sort of level of fighter.
Yeah.
Although Darrell is, past his prime a bit, but I don't know.
Plant.
Right, man.
Yeah, we all know
Darrell
that
can
Rap is
punch.
eating his breakfast. Yeah. Huh?
Darrell can punch as well. He's got some power. He's got a lot of knockouts. So
yeah.
You never know.
Realistically, do you think that Isaac Cruz can actually become elite? I don't think realistically he can, but I think he would be a good fighter, like for entertainment. You know what I mean?
I mean, elite.
I don't know,
Elite's
man.
a big word.
Well, I think he could be, honestly, man. I mean, I don't know. That's a very good question. That's a good question, man. Because Cruz, he just has something in him. You can tell, like he has that look. He always seems to have that look, his damn self. Like that tiger type. And his skills. Yeah. So I feel like that can take him a lot. I think that can take him a lot, man. Take him far and shit.
Yeah, I think if him and Tank fight again, I think the fight is still like an interesting fight. He got a chin, bro. That little dude has a chin, bro. Isaac Cruz, yeah, that dude's crazy, man.
Yeah,
But I don't know if he
it's
could
tough.
beat like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I know what you mean for sure, 100%. Man, I'm gonna let Isaac just keep, because I mean he surprised me, man, with that tank fight. I think he surprised. Well, I think he surprised a lot of people. Well, I don't know. Some people seen that, that tough fight, but he
Pound
surprised the shit
said
out of me,
Pitbull
man.
will
So
be the next face of Dior. Punch said, I think so because Ryan Tech and Haney will move to 140 very soon. And then it will be Loma, Cruz, and Shakur. Yo, Shakur, I still think it's going to be the face of boxing in the future, bro. I think he's the next Mayweather. Haney weighs 165 right now. Louis Shields said Isaac Cruz beat Gamboa and another no-name bum on Sunday. He is overrated for his last 2 wins.
no name bum on Sunday.
Dang, that sounds like something Mirage would say. Hold on, let me see. Ralph said.
He's overrated.
Ralph said Plant easily beats Darrell. Okay. Huh.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I was kind of along the same lines. Like an easy victory. Not an easy victory, but I got Plant
Hey,
by
yo.
2-3 rounds.
When I tell you,
I don't know.
I know Punch in the audience, and Mirage just got here, so I rewatched the whole show. Today while I was driving, I heard it right, and I was telling people in the chat. I said, "Man, I wish I was on last night because I just kept coming from my boy Roland, man. All of y'all was coming at my man Roland, talking about say duck, say quack quack. I'm like, yo." Especially Punch. Punch was dying. Talk about say quack and it's quack. I'm like, this dude, yo.
Yeah, that was good, man. It was cool, man. I was holding it down.
Yeah, you needed some backup for sure.
Yeah, I was just in bed sleeping. I wish I was on though, because there was a lot. It was crazy. It was a crazy show.
Yeah, would have threw them out of there. Would have got them out of there.
Yeah.
It was fun though. Wrapped up with all the fun, man. Yeah.
How the hell is Isaac overrated when judges not directly paid by Floyd and Heyman could have gave Isaac the tank fight? We have seen it before. Get real. I don't know. Yeah, Punch over there dying. He kept saying quack quack. I'm like, yo, these dudes. Oh man.
Hey, no, I think.
Oh, and then yo, you know what's funny, Mirage? When I saw you, when someone I remember during the show last night, someone said, because I heard the replay. Someone said, "Oh, but what about David Benavidez? Didn't he get knocked out by a taxi driver?" And I was like, "I've never seen that fight." So I went to go look at some highlights, and I finally saw it when what was his name again? He was the Mayweather. He was under the Mayweather banner. They fought Benavidez. I forgot his name. Gabe started with G. But yeah, we started talking about David Benavidez and he left. Who is the most underrated fighter today? I got Huriel. All right, most underrated fighter. Let's hear it. Most underrated fighter?
Huh. Underrated. That's a good question. I don't know. That's underrated fighter.
I'm gonna go Shakur Stevenson, man. I still don't think he gets enough hype, enough love, enough promotion. That's the guy I'm choosing.
I got you.
Max, so they want me to tell Mirage that Ronald beat Benavidez.
Oh shit!
There you go.
Who beat Benavidez?
Oh, Chip Bayless. That's a good one. Who do you think, Roland? Most underrated?
1, 2. I'm over here making his smoothie and shit, man. With his blend and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm multitasking. I'm trying to multitasking.
There you go.
I'm making some can of butter, some a fucking blend, a vegetable blend, and trying to
There
talk
you go.
boxing.
There you go. Tip Bayless, that was a good one. Tony Superbad Harrison, that's a really good one. I like that. Tony Harrison, supposedly Tony Harrison got the best jab in the game. That's what I hear.
That's what I heard.
His jab is serious, yeah. John Blaze said Ryan Garcia. I like Ryan Garcia's charisma. I think he's like the modern day Oscar de la Hoya, but he needs to fight better competition. Luke Campbell was his big fight, like his big win. Oh, Bam is a good one too. I like Bam. I like his style of boxing. I like that he's in and out, like he has good footwork.
Ryan took a detour, man. He really took a downslide right there for a little bit. I don't know what the hell happened.
Hey, listen, we got Peter in the mix. Peter Vonnox, what's going on?
Hey, I think Pitbull's the most underrated.
Go on, Peter. Get into the mix,
Tell us
mate.
why,
Get
Peter.
into the mix.
Tell us why. Let's hear it.
Well, he beat Tank. I watched that fight 4 times. I watched it 2 times by myself and 2 times with about 5 other guys, and he beat Tank. He'll beat him again if he fights him. He'll beat Haney. He'll walk him down. This is what he'll do. He'll bob and weave. He'll pick his punches, pick Haney's jab off with his glove, and then he'll walk him into the corner and unload on his ass. And that's what'll happen. And there ain't no way Haney's going to be able to stay away from him at 135.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way it goes with that guy, man. He ain't playing.
He definitely has a killer instinct. Like, he is going to keep coming, but I just think David Haney would, like, fight him from the outside, moving, hit and dip. I just think David Haney would just outbox him. But, I mean, if Pitbull can get on the inside, I think it'd be a good fight.
Haney would have to catch him before he had his front foot down. And that's really hard when you got a guy that size bobbing and weaving in front of you, moving up on you. That's what you remember when Bivol fought Canelo?
Yeah.
Canelo was coming in and you know how they move in, those world-class fighters, they move in a step at a time. Well, before Canelo had his front foot down, Bivol was hitting. And that's how he won the fight. He just timed him.
Yeah.
Out-timed him. So how is Haney going to out-time that little dude?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Benavidez fight Pavel Selyagin from Moscow. Selyagin can box.
Yeah, Benavidez only likes cherry picks right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, I kind of like David Benavidez, and I like his family. I think those guys are reasonable people. I mean, they don't talk out of their noodle, like some of these guys do.
Oh, but they coming for Canelo now. I think that's how they trying to get the fight, especially seniors. Seniors like really talking disrespectful about Canelo. So we'll see. Maybe they're trying that tactic.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, they've been nice for ages. Now it's time to.
Oh no, that's true. Senior has always been kind of respectful, but recently he turned it up. He's like, nah, I think he's trying to get that fight because his other son, he's washed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So David Benavidez is like, because I'm pretty sure if Canelo and Benavidez fight, that's going to be a mega fight. So Canelo will make his 40 million, and maybe David can make a good 10 or 15, depending.
David needs to go to this fight next weekend. Canelo wins, get in the fucking ring and fucking press Canelo.
Oh,
That's
that's
Yeah,
a
what he
good
needs to do.
yeah, he
idea.
does, man.
That's a good idea,
Yep.
Mirage.
Canelo, Canelo moves so funny. You never know what he's going to do. He might, who knows what's going to happen after Golovkin. He might go fight Makabu or somebody.
No,
guy
they wanted to fight.
irritates me.
They wanted to fight John Ryder in December. That was the plan before he lost to Bivol. John fucking Ryder. So that might be happening. That might be after. That might be next.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like David's. I don't know, man. I like those Benavidez guys. Seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're a stand-up bunch of dudes out there, man. But
Yeah.
Canelo moves. He moves like a. I think maybe he should just give up and go to the PGA. Probably won't play any Mexican golfers there either.
You know what's crazy? I got a lot of respect for Punch and a lot of love, but I still don't understand his love of Andre. Demetrius Andrade. I don't understand. I feel like Demetrius Andrade is like another Jaime Munguia. Like, he hasn't fought anybody. Like, he's not an elite fighter. But hey, everyone is entitled to their opinion, and I'm, the man knows a good amount of boxing. So I gotta, what do you guys think of Demetrius Andrade?
I pretty much forgot about him.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't fight.
Yeah.
So he's a forgettable dude, man. I don't know what he's doing with his career. I don't know who's handling his career. I think he just. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even care at this point.
Yeah, I think when I think of Demetrius Andrade, I think of Jaime Munguia, like people that don't fight. Like Jaime Munguia is 35 and 0, whatever his record is, and he hasn't fought anybody. It's it's kind of sad because I've heard decent things about the Andre, but Jesus Christ, and then he just dropped his belt supposedly. I haven't been following the story that much, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting any fights. Jaime fights more than Boo Boo does. Whoever they're fighting, but Jamal Charlo's just as bad. He isn't fighting anybody either.
Hey, listen to this interview. Wait there.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. I'm gonna buy him a chain with fucking balls, him and his trainer, I don't even know why would they say that, When you're a champion, you're supposed to fight anybody. I don't think he's never gonna get the respect that he wants, like how Cesar Chavez got, Julio Cesar Chavez, because Julio Cesar Chavez fought anybody. He didn't give a fuck about nationalities or whatever, I think when you're a champion, you're supposed to fight whoever deserves it. We were the interim, now we're the eliminator, now the interim, WBC, and he still doesn't want to fight. I mean, he's fucking scared. That's what he is, I mean, what other things you can say about him, If he could beat David, why not fucking fight him? He loves Mexico so much, he doesn't want to hurt a fellow countryman. Oh, come on, let's fucking make it happen, Why not, He fought other Mexicans, you think other Mexicans are going to say the same? You think people will say the same shit? That he will not fight a Mexican? Fucking all these Barrera, I know these guys will say that. They don't give a fuck, They'll fuck anybody that's in front of them. So this motherfucker, they need to grow some balls, And what, that fight with David and Canelo, I don't think is never going to happen. We're not worried because that motherfucker has...
Well, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
David Benavidez Sr. says Canelo Alvarez is scared. He doesn't care. He said he's scared. He goes, he doesn't want to fight my son. He goes, he's making fucking excuses. And he said that he's saying, I don't want to fight a Mexican. He goes, he's just scared. And he goes, he's running scared from David Benavidez. Who believes David Benavidez Sr.?
Nah, I doubt
100%.
that.
He's
Do
correct.
you believe
100%.
what he just said?
Oh my God.
I know it's true.
Tell
I've been
me
saying
what
that.
you know.
I've been saying that before Benavidez Senior's been saying it, so I'm ahead of him even.
He's
I've been
just trying to
saying
make
this
a
for
fight.
almost 2 years. That's what I've been telling you. Because the fanboys, they're dumb, right? Most of them are dumb. Like Johnny Blaze talking shit over there. The classic fanboy. He's a classic fanboy. Canelo's not that dumb, trust me. When he sits in his big house on his chair and he watches the tapes of Benavidez, he knows how dangerous. He knows deep down he cannot handle the Mexican monster. And he's scared. And he should be scared because Benavidez would fucking stop him. That's the facts. That's the reality. Canelo's
Probably
smart.
would.
Canelo's
wouldn't doubt
smart,
it.
and so's his fucking coach Reynoso. They're both smart. Why are we going to get beaten up by this monster?
So you actually
And
believe
lose all
that
the
David
paydays?
Benavidez won't? You believe that Canelo will never fight him, like his dad
Yes,
said that he's going to
that's the
avoid
claim
him.
I'm putting out there.
So let me ask everybody.
He'll retire before he steps in the ring.
Let me do a vote. Let's do a vote. David Benavidez Sr. and Mirage say Canelo Alvarez will avoid David Benavidez from every cost. He will not fight him. Never. True or false? I want to see votes. If I don't see no votes, I'm going to shut this fucking live down because I'm already busy. I want to see some motherfucking votes, or I'm already busy and I'm letting the brothers cook. I'm letting you guys keep cooking. I was already going to shut it down, but I'm letting you guys cook it because I'm doing a few things in the morning here. True or false? Pat Greedy says true.
Put the link, because I think Johnny Blaze needs to get on here. He's talking about Mirage as a casual.
Hey, look, man.
He can't back it up. Leave him there. He can't. He knows he can't back it up. Forget about it.
John
Mirage
Blaze,
is pretty definite on that, but I can't predict the future, so I don't know.
False.
You know,
Yeah.
I wish he would do it. You know, I'd like to see it, but he could be right. You know.
Yeah. Some fighters are just bad. I mean,
You're a
lose
fucking duck, you little bitch. Here's the fucking here's the link. You little
now they come
fraggle
for a
face.
rap star.
Here's the fucking link, you little bitch. Go on. Have
Yeah,
the balls,
yeah.
have the
yeah,
balls to
Rapstar.
press the fucking link instead of being a
Rapstar,
chat warrior, you fucking tranny.
Hey, Rapstar, you
fucking
know
tranny
Furioso,
bitch.
don't you? Do you know Furioso? You should get him on here. He's cool.
Man, nobody wants to hit the link. They're scared.
Hey, Rapstar, can you hear me?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll be back.
We need to get Furioso on here. Do you guys know Furioso?
Nah, who's that?
No, he's another British dude who thinks he knows boxing like Rapstar, but he's okay.
He has a channel?
Not really, but he hangs out on some channels. I've talked to him. I hang out with him sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a character like a Rapstar.
I don't know.
Yeah, him and Rapstar need to mix it up. I think. Trust me, it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I don't know why Johnny Blaze is on your Frank, man, because he keeps talking about you in the chat, Mirage, talking about you a casual.
I keep hitting him with the facts. I keep hitting him with the facts.
Let's talk some facts here. Is Canelo Alvarez, is there any truth to Canelo Alvarez actually not wanting to fight David Benavidez? Do you think he's avoiding the man like his father saying he's avoiding him, Max?
Hey, well, he said, I don't want to fight Mexicans. Why did he come up with that? What do you think was his motivation? Was it just out of sympathy to fellow Mexicans? Or was it a
man? Listen, you all are bitches. Let me just teach this chat something, bro. The difference between us here and you guys, you are bitches. Here's the link. Press the fucking link.
Get on here, Johnny Blaze. Let's go.
Hey, Drake, get Furioso on
link,
here,
bro.
Get
That's the
Furioso on
difference.
here.
You ain't ready for the smoke. Go on, Mirage.
So why did he create this built-in excuse? Where did this come from? To me, the reason this narrative was created because of David Benavidez. That's deep down why he said that. So that should tell you right there about him wanting to fight Benavidez. It's exposed. He's already made his excuse.
That's not an excuse though, because Benavidez he was born in the States, you know, kind of like Andy Ruiz, you know, same deal. They're all born in California. They're United States, so he really doesn't have an excuse, Mirage. You may be right. He might just be ducking. You know?
Yeah, but if he can still sees Benavidez like, you know, he can still see him as a Mexican. Like
you can see him as a Mexican, but
maybe technically, if we dig down, sure. But you know, in his opinion, if he's a Mexican, there's the excuse right there. So it's already laid out.
What Canelo thinks a Mexican is and what a real Mexican is. He's not. He's got a Mexican. I'm German. Do you think they're
Yeah.
going to play She's Too Fat for Me when if I was going to go fight the Liechtenstein polka? Nobody cares, man. It's like he's an American. That's just the way it is. It's like a lot of those Mexican guys are Americans. And how do you think they got so good? Because they're in the US of A. And then they run down to Mexico, and then the Mexicans come up and they kind of mingle back and forth and trade boxing secrets. It's cool like that, but it's like he's a United States citizen, so Canelo doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah, not a real excuse. Yeah,
He
not
doesn't have a
a
damn
genuine one.
excuse.
Now they come in for Peter. They're saying that Peter is a hater in the chat.
No, I'm not. Well, yeah. Call me what you want.
So this is the last thing I'll say because I'm actually going to get off. I'll be in the chat though watching. Here's my stance on Benavidez and Canelo. I don't believe Canelo is scared of Benavidez. I do believe that Canelo doesn't want to fight Benavidez. Let me explain the difference. The reason is
good. Better be
hold
good.
on. Benavidez currently has nothing to offer.
Oh, we're going down that fucking route. Holy shit!
What does he have to offer him? Now, if Benavidez, right, is he the mandatory right now?
Benavidez is interim WBC.
Okay,
so he's going to be the mandatory.
If the WBC makes that a mandatory fight, then Canelo will have to fight him or drop his belts, right? But I think that's the difference. I don't think he's ducking him. I just think he doesn't want to fight him. There's nothing really there for him. Do I want to see the fight? Absolutely. Do you, Mirage? Absolutely. You want to see the fight. But I think that's kind of the mindset where it's at with that.
So when he drops the belt, you're going to agree Mirage was right, correct? When he drops the belt, the WBC belt, with some bullshit excuse, you're going to fucking agree, okay?
If he drops the belts, I will agree with you, respectfully.
Okay.
I don't see him dropping the belts.
Well, just one. He has to just drop the How does it work? He can just drop the WBC?
Yeah.
Well, still the only competition at 168 for him is David Benavidez. Dropping the belt ain't going to help him.
If he wants a competition, maybe they can make up some narratives, to fight somebody else. And the fanboys will buy it. They'll fucking buy it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, some of them, I think, even the fanboys are going to realize eventually. I mean, what's happening, So I don't know. Eventually, time's running out. I think time's running out.
Well, after Triple G, we'll find out.
Yeah, but we also.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, but y'all have a good night. I'll be in the chat. I'm Real Boxing TV. All right, peace.
Okay.
Later, man.
All right, man. Peace, man. Hell yeah. It was nice talking to you. Do you guys think Benavidez a fight Bivol and shit? Like why isn't nobody ever talking about Benavidez fighting Bivol and shit,
I think you'll fight him. It's just like unfinished business at 168, Unfinished business.
Yeah, Bivol will fight Benavidez. He's going to fight Zerto pretty soon. I don't think Bivol's going to duck anybody.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting fight.
I think that's going to be a good one.
I don't think he is either. But I think Benavidez. I'm saying like people always bringing up Benavidez, Canelo ducking Benavidez, but no one ever brings up like Benavidez fighting like Bivol, who Canelo just fought and shit, Like things
Benavidez and people have sparred. They've sparred, and from all reports,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like Benavidez and people, yeah, that's what I heard.
Had the edge.
That's what I heard.
Had the edge.
So that's what I mean. Like right.
Benavidez and Zerto have sparred too.
A lot.
Yeah,
especially.
They know each other.
Everybody. They sparred everybody.
That's what's up, man.
Benavidez and Zerto both know people.
That's what's up.
It's not the same, but you can tell, like, if you have the advantage over a guy sparring, they're not always pity pattering. They actually, sort of fight sometimes they go hard. You can tell.
Yeah.
The only problem is that Benavidez is at 168 and Zerto is at 175 with Bivol. That's probably why, Benavidez wants to stay at 168. I think he ought to fight Pavel Silyagin.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
That's a dude. That's a guy from Moscow, and he can fight. He's tough.
He's not even rated. I can't even.
Yeah, he is rated. He's rated by the WBC and I think the WBO. And the dude has been in some real wars. Silyagin. Yeah, he can fight. He's got a good jab. He's got good footwork. He's got stamina. It'd be a good fight for David Benavidez if Canelo is going to be I don't know. I don't know about Canelo. I don't like the way he's moving. So, I like Canelo as a fighter. I think he's a great fighter, and he is. In fact, I bought a couple of his fights, but the way he's been moving lately, jumping around from all these weights, trying to, accumulate belts. I don't know. He should defend his stuff at 168. Quit running around.
Okay, Silyagin. Yeah, let me check this guy out. I'll give him my verdict. I have to check this guy out.
Yeah, he's had some tough fights, man, and he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's got stamina. He's got a chin. He can hit.
He hasn't many fights though.
No, that's why I thought Morale Jr. would be a good fight for him too. He's had a few more fights than Morale Jr. But we never hear about these guys. I like those Eastern fighters. A lot of those guys are sitting over there waiting to fight.
They're tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, he doesn't look like.
No, he doesn't.
Looks a bit awkward, sort of, but stiff, sort of. I'm looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to see him throw first and see him.
Yeah, he can throw. He's a smart fighter. He's a smart puncher. Well, yeah, I think we got some good fights coming up. I would have liked to seen Caleb Plant fight David Benavidez instead of Anthony Durrell.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'll be right back. I have to do something. I'll be right back.
The thing about it is I like David Benavidez, but if you don't stay busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I understand your frustration, Peter, about Canelo and shit, not the way he's moving and stuff like that. Although I appreciate him jumping up and weight and things like that, 'cause that's a tough thing to do. And I can see how some people might still get a little frustrated because at least because he didn't fight certain people like Jamal and Benavidez and Andrade, I guess. But I don't really know if those people really beat Canelo anyways,
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough fucking thing.
I'm not saying they beat him. I just like to see the fight.
Right. I get it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I don't think Canelo ducked anybody, but I do think he definitely he definitely shied away like we were talking about yesterday. Like he avoided him basically. Avoided him basically because it was gonna be a risk. Low risk, low reward, low risk, high risk, low reward and shit,
Yeah.
Like Andrade maybe things like that. But I also believe like things do play a factor. Like I was saying, like the shit talking and things of that nature, man. Because I believe like if Andrade wasn't shit talking so much Canelo and shit talking about Canelo so much, I think Canelo might have given him a fight, man. Honestly. Because I think Canelo feels he could have beat Andrade anyways, man. So I feel like he would have gave him a fight, man. I think so. I think it was more of the shit talking that probably prevented that fight from happening. I don't know. This is a theory and shit.
I guess we just get what we get, you know?
Hey, listen, I ain't got much time, yeah? But I've come back for one reason. We got little bitches on this panel. I mean, on this channel, sorry. This Solomon Rivera, right? I'll give you a chance. Hit that fucking link, you little bitch, and let's see what you want to debate about. Come on. Let's see what you want to debate about. Are we talking about facts? Or are we going to talk about feelings? Because that's what most of the debates are. When it comes to the Canelo Alvarez fanboys, they can't debate. They're going to get into the feelings fucking situation, like the Deontay Wilder fanboys, like the Devin Haney fanboys. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop the link fucking 50 times. Here's the fucking link. What's the debate about, bitch? There you go. Here's the link. And don't waste my time. I ain't got time to have conversations about feelings. All right, mate? So here's the fucking link. Hit that link or don't waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Now go on, carry on, lads. You know, if he wastes my time, I'll give him a few minutes. And then if not, I'm going to have to shut down this live. So let's see what this guy's got. Let's see what he's debating about. Is it facts or is it feelings? Go on, guys. Keep cooking.
So what do you think is going to happen with Wilder and Hellenius?
Well, Wilder was making some crazy accusations today, Peter.
Really?
Wilder was saying that he still believes that Tyson Fury had egg weights.
Okay.
Yeah, Wilder still was believing that. And if this guy Solomon's got anything to do with Deontay Wilder, I would destroy this kid. Yeah? These guys are in their feelings, man. They're such fanboys of fighters, man. They can't debate. Bunch of pussies. Come on. Hit that fucking link, Solomon. You little bitch. Been sitting there fucking ramming it up on the channel. Chatting like a fucking troll. Hit that fucking link, bro. Stop wasting my time early hours in the morning. You know what I mean? Go on, carry on, bro.
Yeah, that's the first I heard that Wilder actually said that again, huh? Yeah, I think Fury hit him a little too hard.
Do you think Wilder's suffering from something after that fight?
Yeah, I think his neocortex got a little bit dislodged from the rest of his skull.
That's messed up.
Wilder said he never went to the law or the police or the authorities because he wanted to put his fist through Tyson Fury.
Oh yeah, well that's a great excuse there.
Anyway, Solomon wasted our time. He's another beta male, a tranny fucking troll. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no substance out here. When it comes to these guys, they want to be all this shit in their chat, right? But they don't want to have no real debate. You know what I'm saying? Talking some fucking whack out here. Go on, mate.
I'm gonna cut out, gentlemen. Thanks for the
me too,
evening.
man. Hey, listen, it's been a great live today. You know what I'm saying? We had a good little live, man.
Mirage, it's good seeing you, Peter, man.
Take her easy, man. Rolling.
Go on.
Take it easy, Peter.
Yeah, man. Good. You better take it easy, guys.
Yeah, Mirage, have a good one.
No, we're not going nowhere. Solomon wants to debate. Yes, Solomon, what's happening, mate? What you want to debate about, Solomon? Solomon, where you at, man? Come back. What do you want to debate about, son? Come back. Come on. Where you at? Man, smash that like button. I'm just shutting this shit down, bro. Smash that like button. I'm shutting this shit down. If I don't get 10 fucking likes, I'm not waiting for Solomon the bitch. Where the fuck do you go, Solomon? Solomon. Where you at, B? Oh, man. Get some likes up in this building. Let me see how many likes we got, General. How many fucking likes we got in the building, General? No, for real. Man, fuck you. I ain't got time to wait for you on a bit. Who the fuck you think this is? You think I'm working on your time, you little bitch, just because you want to debate me? Yeah, shut up. How many likes we got? Give me 10 more likes. Solomon, ain't nobody waiting for you. Yeah? You better come to this next live and you better fucking put some respect on your name. Why am I in your feelings? And what have I done to you? Solomon, what have I said that you can't handle it, bro? Is there some feelings that's hurting you, bro? Man, we out, man. You a bitch. Solomon, you a bitch. Hey, listen, guys. We had a good live today, though, innit? It was a good live. Mirage, I'm going to catch you on the next one, brother. Mirage, you there? Or you got to sleep as well? Rolling? You keep yourself cool, yeah? I'll catch you on the next one. Solomon, you better think about me.
Peace, man.
You better give me some likes out here. Solomon, you bitch. I got you in your feelings, haven't I, bruh? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you're such a fanboy out here. Now smash that fucking like button and we out of here. Solomon, you capped, bro. You got scared, man. What happened, Solomon? You got scared, yeah? Man, you weak. I'll see you guys later. Till the next time.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.